Welcome to welcome to the Hidden Welcome to the Hidden Driveway Show. I'm your host AAMU, and joining me today we have a very special guest, AKAJAZY. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
Oh, hello. My name's Jay-Z. Well, AKAJAZY. Most people just call me Jay-Z. It's just kind of easier. I'm a electronic musician, I guess. I'm from the UK. Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Jay-Z for the rest of this too, because I know your name is AKAJAZY, but I don't know what else I would call you, because that's all I know you by.
Yeah, well, I'm called. Well, I just called my artist name that because I was just my hats on everything, and also there's probably millions of other people with that name, so I just picked AKAJAZY because it's name. I don't want other people having that name. No offense. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you use Lil Jay-Z on some sites also. But...
Oh, that was from a very long time ago, and one is either I couldn't change it, I couldn't change it, or I just can't be bothered to change it. Like my last FM and stuff. I never changed any of those sites because it's just it messes up loads of stuff, so I just can't be bothered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess between the two, AKAJAZY does fit more, but to me, you are just Jay-Z.
Hey, everyone calls me.
But to get us started, is there anything that you'd like to talk about? Is there anything on your mind right now?
In my window, right, I don't really get much of a proper view because it's blocked between two buildings. But I get a little bracket, right, where I can see the park. And it's getting dark right now. But there's something that really pisses me off.
Wait, at 4 p.m.?
Yeah. It gets dark over early. Because it's cold, winter. Yeah. And there's this factory. Well, it's actually a warm... they do heating or something. They probably do my heating. But there's a massive pole. And it really annoys the shit. Can I swear?
Yeah. Yes.
It annoys the fucking shit out of me. I'll show you right now. Hang on. Right. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Really annoys me. Anyway. Sorry, I just have to go home my chest because I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that's it. Also, yeah, I don't know what else to say actually.
Well, I guess this is one thing that I wanted to talk about because you turned your camera on, is that I'm a really big fan of your photography. I feel like that's kind of an underrated part of your work that doesn't get talked about as much, but you just take the most beautiful pictures ever. I was looking at your cover art because of it.
Yeah, I I've always liked taking pictures really. I got into it more in the past few years, I guess. You'll probably bring it up later, but I got into it a lot when I was going on walks and stuff, and then field recording. So I used to take. So most of the pictures, my older pictures, not really the new ones, actually came from just me recording, and I'm just really bored. So yeah, and I'm getting more into it. Actually, I've got a digicam now. I haven't used it yet, but yeah, I really like visual stuff. It's always I do my own cover arts and stuff. Most of them. There's one or two I didn't do, but yeah, I do most of my own photography, and I do it all. It's quite fun.
What camera is it with? Because is it off your iPhone? Because if so, that's nuts.
Yeah. It's I don't know what phone I have actually. I think I got a 12. I think I've got an iPhone 12. I've had it for 4 years. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The secret sauce to good photography for me, it's I didn't really do much. It's just more aligning the light up properly and the brightness. If you change the brightness, I don't know what phone you have, but on iPhone, if you double click it and change the brightness, it kind of it just does that basically, and you can sort of get a nice image with it, or you can just do it post. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was asking Noel Fried West about that recently, because I feel when I take pictures on my phone, they always come out so flat and boring, even when the actual thing I'm taking a picture of looks cool.
Yeah, no, I get that. I've got lots of pictures like that. You see something and think, oh damn, this would be a really nice picture. Take a picture of it, and it's just disgusting. I have loads of old pictures of that. It's very normal. Like, everyone. I mean, my friend used to make fun of me. Say, "Oh, you take really shit. Like your phone doesn't take good pictures and all that crap." But like, I don't know, because he had like a Samsung phone. That I don't really care.
No, I think Samsung does do it better because like people will like
probably.
Or no, I forgot. I think Cole used to have an Android, but like their pictures were really good on theirs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's just true. Like, I don't have an Android. I've never really had an Android, but there's some pictures which you can kind of tell which isn't on Android.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it, but because of like the default settings on like an iPhone, you can sort of tell if it's an iPhone picture or not. But with a Samsung, you can. But there's some like really detailed phone pictures which are obviously on a Samsung. But yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to plug your like photo account? Because I don't think it's linked on like your Instagram. It's kind of a secret.
It is. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of the account. Actually, like I think it's pronounced Senity or something like that. I paid that because I've got like I just saw like I wanted to make a photography account and stuff on Instagram because I post. Well, I've just taken a lot of pictures and stuff, and I think it'd be a bit of a waste not to post them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I picked it because I had a mix that I made in like 2024, maybe 2025. I think it was late 2024 I made it because I have a project, like an EP project called Cladonia, and I'll probably talk about that a bit more. But that's like, it's a lot of it's got like a lot of the titles and all like the imagery, and so the album's about like lichen and stuff or lichen, and Sanity was I basically I want to make like a companion mix to it at the time, and so a lot of them it's unreleased. I'll probably release it at some point. I have to probably like redo it, some of the songs and stuff, but yeah. So I just picked that off for the mix, and I just like saw the name and thought, oh, that'd be quite cool for an account. So yeah, I just did that. Yeah, and it's just sort of suck. I quite like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Sanity because it's like a.
Yes, I'll have that up on screen. So if you want to go see more Jay-Z's awesome pictures, that'll be right there. But to get into your music now, so while I've been aware of you since 2024, due to just being involved in the same like friend group circles, I didn't truly learn about your work until the start of 2025. You would think that it'd be because that's when like the Eccodust subtitle came out. That's your collab project with 4-0. But no, it was actually because of Empty Stomach Bleeding Faith by Bappy, which came out on the same day. Because the only credit on the entire album, besides Bappy, is you, because you did some field recordings on it. So I was like, whoa, okay. So I didn't, like, obviously I knew you made music and stuff because everyone in our friend group does pretty much. But I never actually, like, listened to any of it, admittedly. And as that project began to take off in the scene, I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on Jay-Z. I'm gonna see what they're up to. And I really like seeing your other production credits throughout the year, such as your sound design work on Bros 2 by Zyber, and then you producing the entirety of Hubris Always Loses by Aegis Vendetta. And I've come to really love your signature style of like almost like kind of like murky ambient plug with all the field recordings and really cool sound design mixed into it. So how did you first get into making music, and who are some of your biggest influences for it?
The person I made music with I just clarify, their name's Floro. I just say Floro. We will just say Floro. Yeah. God, honestly, I can't really remember. I've been making music since like I've been wanting to do it since like 2017, and then I started like properly in like 2020. I've always just used Ableton. I know I use Logic and a little bit of FL, but basically I just want to make like cloud rap stuff back then. Like cloud rap's probably one of my like biggest influences probably. I think you can probably hear it in some of my like beats and stuff. But I think like probably like my biggest influence is probably like Cam's Casino, which a lot of people don't really notice, but he's just like, yeah, I love his beats. He's one of my favorite producers. like I think some of my drums as well are a little bit influenced by him. But yeah, so I want to be like cloud rap. I was terrible, by the way. I was really, really bad. But I also like a lot of other music as well, like Young Lean, like Drain Yang, like Space Case Pub, like a lot of those like sort of like trap music, like SoundCloud, probably like quite a big influence. And then like so as time went on, I started hearing like other music. So like I started getting like ambient music, like techno, like house, like a lot of music like that, like. And I started getting more like collage music, like all of those types of things. And I started making like ambient techno and stuff. And so like so some of the music of like Eccodust, like some of the techno cuts, like a lot of my music sounded like that before, but like not good. It's just like ambient techno, but I think probably for, like that type of stuff is probably like I would say dub techno. Like, I guess like Echo Space. I think that's it's like Echo Space or something like that. Deep chord Echo Space. I don't know if you worked out, but that's kind of where I took the name Eccodust from, because I coined the name. Me and my friend were sort of picking a name, and I was like sort of looking at like sort of like dub, techno, and like ambient sort of doing names, and I saw like Eccodust. No, I didn't see Eccodust. No, Echo Space, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll just put the word echo in it. And then dust, I don't know where dust came from, to be honest. I just put these two together. But yeah, it came from that, and then I got a bit bored of it, really. So that was like 2022-ish as well. Like, so I guess like a lot of that stuff was more like a bit of mixture of like vapor adjacent music and ambient techno and stuff. And I just got a bit bored of it, and I started like getting more into like just pure ambient music or like collage music, and that's when like the sound design stuff sort of came through. 2023 started making more sound. Well, I guess collage music. Started making that sound design. My sound design back then was terrible. I did not know what I was doing, but I think like one of my big influences for like sound design is probably S28F. She's pretty cool. Tim Acker. Like a few of my friends, I got a friend called Sensei or Cynthia, and she was quite a big influence. She probably didn't know that, but she like put me onto a lot of like plugins and stuff, and so like audio racks and stuff. And I just started getting more and more into sound design, and then yeah, I loved doing sound design. I'll probably never like stop doing it, and I think the more I've gone along, I've improved. I think another person that definitely influenced me, who I haven't mentioned, is like Arca. I love Arca's music, especially like Mutant. That record's so good. And if you've heard that record and heard some of my music, you can probably hear it. Fitness as well, he's pretty cool. I don't know if I mentioned already, but Fitness, yeah, he's really cool. He has a YouTube channel. Some of my sounds I sort of stole off him, or copied his work though. And but yeah, and I just started like making. I mean, I still make a lot of sound design based music, but I don't really call it that because I don't know. I feel like you can make music with that's interesting without only just being about sound design. You know what I mean? Like I think there's lots of music you can make that's really interesting. And yeah, I mean, the plug stuff, that's really interesting. Really, like how that came along. I think the reason that came along was honestly I was seeing like Chloe, like What Pappy, and a lot of those people in those groups, because I was sort of like, I'm friends with most of those people now, but like a few years ago I like only really knew Isaac and Chloe really, and maybe Moth. Like I knew like a few other people as well. So I only started making beats because I started to get back into like cloud rap and stuff, and sort of like SoundCloud. And I sort of like found like Ambient Plugg, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's like music I like with other music I like. So I was like, you know what, maybe I'll have a go at this. And then I got really I went really deep with like all the clips and all the artists and stuff. I think there's someone else that actually really influenced that. I have a friend called Eugene. I don't know the socials, but most people just call him like Eugene Sleep, or he's got a SoundCloud. I'll send it to you after. He was on one of my clips, and he like put me onto a lot. Like when I mean, like, he put me onto like, everything, like 990X, like Laru, like like all of those people, and they're really good musicians. Like Nick as well, Nick 200, and Yeah, I just like started getting into what they were doing, or like really interested, because they also use a lot of like field recordings and sort of like murky textures and stuff. So yeah, and then it just evolved. Like I was really shit at it for a while. I didn't know how to make music properly, really, and then like until like 2024 probably, and I've just gone from there really.
And just I'll toss us some names. I'm sure like Cut Space, like that's probably Bing Inspo, right?
Yeah, Cut Space. I mean, Cut Space is like a really good example of someone that's like can do like all the plug stuff, and so do like other types of music. I'm really surprised he's never dropped an album like this pure like the glitch stuff and things like that. But yeah, he's really I don't know him personally, but he seems really cool. We've got a few mutual friends and stuff, but yeah, he seems cool. Things it's kind of weird for me because even though like I sort of identify that label and stuff. I like the term Ambient Plugg. I don't really know that many Ambient Plugg musicians really, or like prods and stuff. Because I think there's people who know this who like tap into it. I know like Stone sort of tapped into it, and Oxenova used to do a little bit, and a few other people. And yeah, I feel a bit like I don't know. I didn't mind being disconnected from that scene. Really, I mean they seem nice. But yeah, I like making albums. It's fun to make, and I like to do like a lot of my sort of like my own sort of like sound design and stuff, and incorporating it. But yeah,
I think the whole scene is really cool. Especially, it's also really influential because I know both like Ivy's and Heroin came from like Ambient Plugg. So
yeah. Ivy's I can't speak for Heroin, but I know Ivy's was in like Welcome to Heaven. I think Welcome to Heaven. It was one of those groups. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. I'll have to look it up actually because I don't want to get that wrong. Yeah, Welcome to Heaven. Yeah, and yeah, he was in that, and that's how I actually first like a few years ago, and because I like that clip, they're really good. They got some really good clips and stuff. Like I've heard lots of it. I've heard like lots of it. And yeah, Ivy's is cool. Heron seems cool as well. But yeah, like a lot of people, like producers and stuff, like now sort of did come out of that. So that scene.
Yeah, I know. I found Ivy used to do like Digicore actually because he was featured on some like Digicore cipher in like 2021. But I don't know. That whole scene's always been so fascinating for me, especially because like I feel like a lot of artists have kind of come out of that scene too. Like even though they don't really do the sounding, like 1AM was like a big part of that. And then, like,
he was in 1AM was in Requiem as well, which is like yeah, that like Cut Space was in that. Yeah.
And then like Ian as well, even though he completely dropped it after he blew up, which makes me really sad because like all his best stuff was over the Cut Space like Ambient Plugg. But
yeah, also like I'm not gonna lie though. Hey, this is a bit of a hot take. I found Ian like right before he blew up, and most of his best stuff is with Gil or like Ikura or like and yeah, like some of the other producers as well. Like I feel like a lot of people forget about like these other producers a little bit. Like I love Cut Space, but like a lot of Ian's like really well known starters with like Gil and stuff. But yeah, I honestly, hot take, I really love Ian's old music. I love it. Like he was also quite like, a little bit of an influence. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he and Joe have the whole like EP together. That was really cool.
Yeah. Also like Zang's pretty cool as well, and like DPM, like that like group. They're all really like really good artists. Like Buki, yeah, all of them. But they still sort of do it a little bit. They still sort of do that as a sound. It's kind of gone like a bit darker, I think, and things like that.
Yeah, you might think this is funny. I listened to Watch Over My Body for the first time yesterday, and last night I couldn't sleep because I had the beat for Paid playing in my head, and it was like creeping me out. Like I couldn't sleep because I just kept hearing like the bow, 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 like lead in the background.
Yeah, that tape's really underrated. That tape's really creepy. like I like the DMV card. So whatever that is, like the DMV.
Yeah, I have that one saved. Well, let me see what it was called. Yeah, Cake Got Baked. Dude, that song's awesome.
Yeah, that song's really good. I know like some people and also so cool. I mean, I know Isaac likes him. I think Noah likes him. But there's like some of our friends who I won't name aren't really like a fan of his music, and I think that's really a shame because he's really good.
His voice did throw me off a little bit at first, but I think I'm used to it now.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I was also like, I was driving around a pit yesterday, and like, I don't know if you ever hear songs that just feel like they're kind of like still in motion, but that song, like, I felt like I was in like a time warp or something, because like I felt like nothing around me was moving while that song was on. Like, I felt like I was completely alone.
Yeah, that makes sense. I actually don't know how to drive. I like. Sorry, it's really funny. Like, it's not funny at all actually, because my dad really hates that I don't know how to drive. But yeah, it's because of like my age. Because I'm like 23, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, when I was 17, COVID hit, and it like kind of affected a lot of like driving licenses and stuff, and like doing the tests, and it really put me off. And yeah, I just haven't really like had the confidence to do it. So I can drive. I wish I did, but no.
But you also have really good public transport in the UK though, so it's like you don't even like need to necessarily. No.
Debatable. Depends where you live. I mean, I'm from Bristol. Bristol, I can get around certain parts of Bristol, right? And I can get to Bath pretty well. I can get to the centre of Bristol and anywhere that bus goes through. But if I want to go somewhere that's like should be close to me in the car or not, I can't really get to. And like trains are quite expensive. You'd be very surprised because I won't talk about politics too much, but a lot of public transport. I'm pretty sure like a lot of the like a lot of other European countries, public transport's like nationalized, so it's cheaper. Whereas in UK, most of the public transport is all like private, so they ramp up the prices and they don't really make, especially trains. Like trains are really expensive. Buses are good, but yeah, like in London, no, it's great. Public transport in London is great. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't really need a car, really. But
another influence I want to bring up, and like this might seem like a silly one, but like Lidl, I know, has had a very big impact on you.
Oh. Okay, I forgot about that. Yeah, Lidl. It's funny. Like, I mean, what do you want me to explain about Lidl? Like, what is Lidl?
Well, because I know you got into field recording because of that like Lidl like album, right?
Yeah. Well, Lidl's like a German supermarket, and it's just basically here. Like, it's very affordable. It's like Aldi. If you know what Aldi is, it's like the exact same. I'm pretty sure like the founders were like brothers or some weird story like that. But yeah, it's just a supermarket and it's very affordable. And that's where my mum used to shop. And that's where I used to go when I was younger because it was affordable with my friends. And they've got a bakery and it's really affordable. And that's where it kind of started. And it's just funny enough now that I actually live quite close to Lidl and I go there every Monday. So do my shopping. Yeah, that is just that. And they did like, I think it's like the Swedish branch or something. They did like an album, a Lidl album. And it's like all the, it's like just field recordings of Lidl. And I just thought, me and my friends just thought it was really funny at the time. It's like in 2021 probably, like 2020. Like we just thought it was like hilarious. And yeah, I just started listening to it. But honestly, I actually just really enjoyed it. Like I just found it really enjoyable. And it did sort of open me up to field recording. But I wouldn't say it got me into field recording really. Like a little bit. I did say that probably somewhere, but yeah, the whole thing I got into field recording was like something else. But it did make me aware of what that was. And it's really interesting stuff. Like I love Lidl. I like the bakery a lot, honestly. It's really good.
Yeah, I didn't have time to listen to that whole album in full, but I listened to a little bit. And it's just cool that it exists in the first place because you don't get stuff like that because it's from the actual company itself. It's not just like someone that did it. Like it's from the official company.
Mm-hmm. It's really funny because it's like I'm pretty sure it's only on Spotify. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's on Apple Music or anything or YouTube because I really wanted to get it off SoulSeek and sample it when I rip it. Maybe there might be a way to rip it. I'm not really interested now, but at the time I was. And I wanted also as well, like, the other thing with Lidl is that I used to tweet about it a lot. Years and years ago when I was younger. and some sort of nickname for it, and I like did a few threads on it. Like me and my friend went to like all these Lidls in like Bristol, and I like did like a thread on it, and then he followed me back. So Lidl follow me on Twitter. It's really funny.
Oh, really?
They still
That's
follow
awesome.
me. Yeah, and I used to like, interact with them and stuff, but I don't know what's happened with their account. But yeah, it's funny. But I go in Lidl anyway. Like I like their bakery.
Mm.
Apparently the ones in like Germany and stuff are like better. I think some of the states have them, like on the East Coast. But yeah.
Yeah. Is it true that you've been to 10 Lidls in one day before?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. Probably. If you see that thread, probably. Yeah, I remember actually that day. It was like sort of in spring, I think. My friend had a car, and I think it was like a holiday or something. I think it was like a coronation, crappy British royal family crap, something like that. So people got like a day off or something like that, like a coronation type thing. Not coronation, like I don't know, some jubilee thing, because the Queen was still alive back then. So he had the day off, and we were like, should we just go to all the Lidls? We didn't actually go to all of them, but we went around a lot of them, and it's quite funny because we went to like the other side of Bristol, which is kind of like this like industrial area, and we thought we were going to like an actual Lidl, but we went to like the shipping area of Lidl by accident. We say that in the thread, but we drove near it, and we're like, "Where's the Lidl?" And we just see all this factory like building, and just see all these like Lidl trucks. It's funny. And they made us drive back. But yeah, I did go into, and we bought something each from each one. But I needed something small. But yeah, that was a fun day, and we listened to a lot of music then. Yeah.
I feel like my equivalent here is if I went to like, I don't know if you know what like HEB is, but like if I were to go to a bunch of HEBs, like that'd be my equivalent here.
Yeah.
I guess last thing I'll mention for this question before I move on to the next one is that I think that field recordings have influenced the way that you do ambient stuff a lot, because I feel like with a lot of other ambient stuff I hear, it is very like melody oriented, but I feel like because you do so much like field recording stuff, you're very like environment focused and focusing on the atmosphere, and because of that, I feel like your Ambient Plugg stuff focuses way more on like the general like atmosphere of it rather than like the melody of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're completely right. Do you know what it is? I actually just can't make mouths. That's the truth. I just can't make mouths. I never have been able to make mouths. I can only make I literally just can't. I don't know why. I can make a few piano things. So anything that you hear that's like sort of melodic, I've either sampled it or as a lab. And the reason I like field recording so much, I'll tell you actually how I probably went to field recording. I might as well bring that up. So I went to it because like I had a uni project where we had to like remake a song, and that's when I started making like ambient and like techno and stuff. And we had to I wanted to recreate a song like that wasn't particularly too hard, and I picked this artist called Gas, and he's got this album called like Pop, which is one of my favorite like ambient albums, which also uses lots of field recordings. They're kind of in the background now. And I want to remake I think it was Pop 1 or something, maybe Pop 2, maybe it was Pop 1, I think it was Pop 1. And yeah, and I was like, well, we've got to do field recordings. And I think I had some on my phone, but basically me and my friend, the person I made Eccodust with, same time we actually sort of like was thinking about making that project. We went, and our other friend, we just basically went sort of this place near us, and we just started field recording with like an actual microphone. And my friend brought a laptop, because none of us had like a field recorder. We had a laptop and a microphone and a sock. And socks are really good for like cushioning stuff, because field recording, you know what it's like with microphones, right? If you get a lot of bass, wind can like distort microphones, so you need like a filter. That's where you see the fluffy thing. We didn't have one. And yeah, we really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And I started on my phone. I just started putting in music. And then I got a Tascam later in the year for my birthday. and I just fell in love with it. Basically, I just always started to do it, and I think like because of that, yeah, I think that's the thing with like my beats. I guess like the atmosphere was like is the one thing I like to prioritize, because I think like the atmosphere is like it's really fun to do. Well, one, and also I can't make melts, and the field recordings do boost it a bit, and I think the sound design stuff that I usually add sort of also coincide with that a little bit, because there's like some sound design stuff that's kind of like more liquidy or like granular as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like doing field recording. It's really fun. I don't in a bit though because I moved, and I do like more like I said, I like doing more like nature sort of recordings rather than the more like city stuff. So yeah, I like field recording. I've got probably like this is probably wrong. I maybe have like 1,000 field recordings, maybe 800. Yeah, I got a lot.
I actually wanted to talk more about that because I feel like it's given you a very like, I guess like unique role in our scene because like you're the only person that does stuff like that, so people like often go to you for it. Because I mentioned that I first learned about you through your field recording work, and it's made its way onto several other artist projects. It's God Bless You by Peace Dealer, Boxermon by Domino Paranoia, and more recently Rainfall by Texas Kerosene as well. And you even have your own field recordings project out called Gaia and Thesis. Is that how you say that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just hope that's right.
I don't know. Probably right.
Gaia and Thesis recordings, which I've really been enjoying, as it's been a great way to help me relax and focus on doing work. So, I guess for those that like, I mean, you kind of explained it just now, like, what is your process like for doing field recordings? And what are some of your favorite locations / like experiences that you've had doing one of them?
Okay, I tell you the modern method of it, because I actually changed my method. I used to just like hold the microphone and stuff. My process really is it's very simple. I haven't done it in a while because it's just cold. It's not nice to record in the cold. And I was going to do it at home a few times, but I've just been busy. Usually, honestly, I just pick a nice day. I have a tripod on my Tascam with a fluff ball thing. I never know what it's called. And I just carry it with me with my bag with water. And I just go to places that I think will sound good. Sometimes these places I already know what they sound like, because I'm really into field recording.
Mm-hmm.
I like really listen to a lot of field recording albums. I've done like I've read a lot about it, and so because of that is I sort of follow certain guides. And there's this person that did this sort of like, I don't know if it's like an essay or like a book, and it's called Soundwalks, and yeah, it's really interesting. Hang on, who wrote that book? Oh, Hildegard Westerkamp. So yeah, basically it's that, and she sort of coined this idea of like walking around an area before and sort of listening with your ears, and then going around after and recording. I sort of do that, but like usually if like I'm on a walk or I'm in the area, I sort of observe the sound with my ears, and then like, I go on another day. Or I see someone that looks cool, and I think I'll record that. And yeah, and that's just how I go with it really. And I just go somewhere, put the microphone down, do a sound check, because it's on a tripod, so it's kind of like situated. I'll send you some pictures in a minute, but it's like situated down, so it's in a still position, because you don't want to touch the microphone or you get hand touches in the microphone, and it's annoying. I have lots of recording of that, and you just sort of position it in an area that will capture the area, whatever you want to record, water, whatever, you name it. And then sound check, click record, I walk away, take my headphones out, then I record, and I sit down somewhere and go on my phone. That's the way I do it. And then I just like think, like I literally just scroll Twitter when I field record, or I take pictures, and I just like I got to always remember to turn the volume down on my phone. And yeah, and I just go on like Twitter for a bit, and I think, oh, I've had enough, and I just stop, and then that's it. And I do that for like a few hours, and I just get a lot of recording. It's very easy. It's a lot of trial and error. Some recordings can sound terrible, but yeah, and someone's dog may come over. I've had some instances where the dog thinks the shotgun or whatever it's called, the fluff ball, is like an animal. So I've got like pick up the microphone. It's really, really funny. It's a really yappy dog. So like, and the one thing I hate is cars. Like, they're so loud. Like, you don't realize how loud they are. Cars are so loud. Like, because they're very bass heavy, and our ears actually cushion them down. Because it's like, we hear them so much, it cushions the sound down. But if you actually look on the microphone or a meter, how loud they are very loud. Very bassy. So yeah, and they're very annoying to get rid of. But yeah, that's all like my process. I have also got a few other mics now. I've got like electromagnetic microphone, which picks up like electromagnetic signals. So basically, if you put on your phone, it'll make like buzzing sounds. And I've also got a contact mic, which is also used for picking up surfaces. People use that for guitars. They say guitar pickup mics, and I use them. They're quite cheap actually. I just plug them onto my Tascam, and yeah, just attach them to stuff. They're fun in London. I haven't done it in a while, but yeah, they're fun. So yeah, that's like basically some of my processes. Yeah, I love field recording. I can talk about it for ages, but we don't have to.
Yeah, has there been like a memorable, like, I know you said you just go on like Twitter or whatever, but like, has there been like a memorable thing that's happened while you've been field recording?
I mean, I've got days which have been like, I've had like, there's some times I've been field recording which I really like. You know, thing is with field recording, right? There's different like, interpretations of what it actually means or how to use it. There's some people that capture like a space. Some people do it to capture as a protest. You know, capture what's happening as a way to like protest things. So like things loud, record it. Like one of my lecturers that had quite a big influence on me, he did. I don't know if he released it or not, but he did this piece. And okay, this is really dark. He went to Auschwitz, right? And I don't know if he got finished, but he recorded it. He recorded him walking in. It's really like a hard piece to listen to. Mm-hmm. It's really eerie. And he recorded like him going in and him going out. And like, I kid you not, when you leave, you hear this like rustling sound of like an engine. And yeah, you leave and it's like a food truck. I kid you not, a food truck is right outside. And he basically used that piece as a way to protest against that truck being there. Because you've got, like, I don't know why you would have that outside of a place like that, but that's what I mean. So he would use it to protest. But I think my favorite moment probably has been like, like Twitter Spaces, right?
Yeah.
I made a Twitter Space, and I was field recording, and I just put a Twitter Space so people could just join and listen to me field recording, and I wouldn't talk the whole time, but they'd just hear all the birds and stuff. So that's like one time I remember. And there's another time, I think maybe that was on a couple weeks before, same spot. I got like a 20-minute field recording, which rarely happens, by the way. I've got to have like a really good attention span. And I got like a 20-minute recording of like this like water thing. I'll send pictures and stuff so you can sort of see, because I take pictures of all of it. Mm-hmm. I love the log stuff. Yeah, and I like a 20-minute recording. I really enjoy it. And honestly, I just sat there and listened. It's just peaceful. And there's another time I went into like a forest with my dad. And this is also memorable, but it's not a good memory. We went in July, and I know when all the birds are out. Like, I know when, so like, typically spring is basically the best time to record nature stuff, because that's where all the birds are out. But when you get to like more July, August, less birds are out. And actually, it's one of the, that's another time. But anyway, it was like nice, it was very fun, but it just sounded so boring. Like, there's just nothing there. All you hear is like rustling leaves and like cars, which is like, like I said, my least favorite thing ever. And I got so annoyed. And like, me and my dad went to another spot, and you couldn't hear anything apart from cars. And you're in this lovely forest, and you just can't hear anything but cars. And that's like a bad memory I have of field recording. I got really angry. I didn't talk for the rest of the time in the car. And my dad knew I was really mad. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know. It's just stupid. Like, I get why people have cars. It's just like, this country, like in the UK, we're quite small, really. And there's roads everywhere. So it's really hard to go to places without hearing cars. So, unless you're like in Scotland, but I don't live anywhere near that. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I know you think like you tried like a train station once, and they're like, "Nah, you can't do that here," right?
How do you know that? How do you know that? Oh yeah, probably. Yeah. I almost got arrested for field recording.
I didn't know that part. Damn.
I wouldn't say I was arrested. Probably a fine. Yeah, me and my friend were waiting for someone at that station, and it was cold. It was like February-ish. And honestly, I was so bored because this friend, like, no offense to this friend, she's always late, just always late for everything. And we were like really bored, so we were like, let's just record. And we record outside, and we were fine. And we got like some tap in and sort of the ambience because it's like sort of in the city and stuff. And then we went in the station, and I just put my tripod there, and we just sat there waiting. And these 8 train drivers saw me with a microphone, and I sort of finished recording because I sort of saw them, and I sort of like put it away, whatever. And then came up to me, and they didn't know what I was doing because no one knows what I'm doing, by the way. Like when you do this stuff, you get a lot of judging. People judge you hard. I'm so used to it that I'm quite oblivious to it. Because you see, like, I'm sorry, you see a twat with a tripod and a microphone and a fluff ball, and you don't know what they're doing. Like, what like, they might be like, it could be like a spy of the KGB or something. Or something like that. And yeah, and this dude, he didn't know what I was doing. I had to explain to him what I was doing. And yeah, he was like, I'm gonna have to take you to the office. And I was like, no, you're not. Basically, the way you can get out of it is this is what I said. I said, I'm not recording conversations. I don't want people's conversations. That's a bit creepy. 2, I'm capturing the ambience of the trains. 3, I'm not a spy. And then 4, it's not for commercial use. Because that's the one thing. If you say it's not for commercial use, I say it's for a university project. It wasn't, by the way. I don't know, yeah. Like, that's the thing. It's sort of like private land. Basically, it's the same with photography, like on a camera. Even it's a bit weird because people on the phone all the time take pictures on their phone. Why can I not record? I just don't get it. Like, it's private land. There's a private land thing where you're not really allowed to capture things on private land, or photography on private land because you need permission. It's a bit weird, actually. Like, in public spaces, you're allowed to do it because there's also to do with privacy and stuff. I'm sorry, but you see, like, two people just standing there who are like, let's face it, harmless, with a microphone. Very like, well, to me, very like just a skinny person there with a microphone. I'm not gonna do anything. Like, I don't know, just so stupid. Anyway, and I got out of it because my friend came along, and I sort of like willed my way out of it. Yeah, and we just walked off really quickly, and I have not recorded in there since, and I don't think I will. But actually, that's a lie. I actually have recorded on the train before that happened, and I was fine. Because people field record their own train experience all the time. I've recorded on the tube many times as well. Not since I've been here, but because I had a bit of it, that kind of scared me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because it's scary, you know. It's like you get in trouble for it. The way, apparently, I actually asked about it with my other lecturers, and he said a really good way around it is wearing a council jacket, like a high-vis council jacket, so they think you're on the council, and you could just say, I'm doing surveys. So I might have to give myself a council jacket, which might be illegal, actually.
I get the anxiety of doing in public because for an assignment my sophomore year of college, we were given out field recorders to go do some stuff for class, and like you had to get a bunch of like unique sounds, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the park and get a bunch of stuff there because there's like a little river and like some birds and just like nature sounds and whatever. So I'm gonna go there, and I found these birds that were chirping above this tree, but they were doing it like next to this path. So I was like doing this with like the recorder, like angling up there. I had the headphones in doing it, and these people walked next to me, and they gave me the dirtiest look ever. Because like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah. Okay. Imagine that every time I record, and people actually asking me what I'm doing. I get that all the time. But the thing is, though, I actually don't wear my headphones when I do it. I just got a tripod and I just thought I know what to do.
Well, I'm sure you're also more used to it now because you've done it so much. But for me, I was like, I need to know what I'm actually getting.
Yeah, it happens as well. Like, this is the really annoying thing. I had that thing on the Gaia project a lot because I've recorded all that like years before I even put that out. I put that on tape as well, and then it took me ages to even like bother to put that project out. And that was like my first set of recordings. And there's also recordings. So you hear like the birds, right?
Mm-hmm.
You only want the birds. You get all this background crap, and you can't get rid of it really unless you like mask it, if you know how to do it. And and that's like the thing I always struggle with is recording. It's like bad then at least I did. But yeah, the thing is, people are going to judge you all the time. The first time I went recording, I was with my dad, and this lady, this before I had the fluff thing, this lady thought I had a taser. Like, why would I have a taser in the middle of the countryside?
Mm-hmm.
We're not in the countryside, but you know what I mean? Like, we're near the countryside. Like, what the hell am I going to do? I'm not going to tase your dog. Like, I'm not that dumb. Like, it's just a microphone. Like, why would I have a taser with my dad? Like, we're not going out places. Like, we're in a cafe. We're not going to do anything. And I had to explain to her it's a microphone. And she's like, oh, okay. And I used to get that a lot. But I always get people asking me questions when I record. And I actually really like doing that a lot, as you can tell. I just say, I just record a, and they go, oh, interesting. But no one says that about photography. I didn't get it. Like, photography, so it's the exact same thing as photography. Like, if you think about it.
But I think it's just so much more well-known and understood.
Yeah, that's why, yeah. Because for field recording, the actual term is phonography. I didn't say that because that's on the word. I don't know, I didn't like it. So, yeah, people ask me all the time.
It's funny because for that same assignment, so it was supposed to be a group project, but my partner for that assignment was blind, so he can't really go to the park. So I did the park part by myself. But for like other parts, we went like around campus, and since he can't really see where we're going, like I made him in charge of doing the actual like recording part. And this isn't his fault because like obviously he didn't know, but sometimes he wouldn't know like when it was starting and stopping. So there would be like big like 10-minute long recordings of just like walking around because he would like when he stopped it, he thought he was starting it, like vice versa.
Yeah, I get that actually. Like I just realized, like because you're pressing buttons.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a sound to notify you like if it's on or off. Yeah,
and they do it from a light, and if you can't see or have an impairment, you can always see the light, you can hear it. So yeah, that's. Yeah, or maybe they should. I mean, I don't know about some of the other ones, but maybe they should just like make it a bit more user friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've had times also where I've done it wrong because I don't know. But yeah. I've had a few. I had a few times like that actually with like group, and I just use my own field recorder, and like I'll get like a friend to come with me, and I actually tell them how to use it because in those sessions you don't really fully get to properly use it really. We had another one in my final year, and the same teacher that did the Auschwitz thing, because he's a professional field recorder, does like sound art and stuff, and he brought in his proper shotgun mic. I wish I had one of them, but besides the point, he showed it, and it's so heavy. And like, if you think you can get weird looks with the small amount, think about that, because that's like professional. They cost lots of money, thousands, thousands of money, pounds, dollars, whatever. But it's But I use one of those, and they're really fun. Heavy though.
Yeah, and back to the start of the question. Well, it wasn't part of the question, but I was saying it. When people use your field recordings, are they like asking you like, hey, do you have something that sounds like this? Because imagine you have a very big like library like saved up at this point.
It's mostly okay. It started off with me putting out like this field recording pack thing, 3-1, they're like old stuff. And I was like, you know what? I don't mind I like the idea of giving things out to people. I do that with my sound design. Like a lot of people, if they say to me they use Ableton, I just give them my sound design racks. Like Carter, like I gave him like everything.
Mm-hmm.
I've given I feel like everyone who's able to buys all my stuff, and I don't mind it. I like sharing stuff. So I like shared the physical and stuff, and I think that's how Chloe used it. And I only found out like 2 days before, and that was the case quite early on. It was like I find out like a few days before or like in advance, and then forget. But since then, I do get asked, and I send out. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I send out the same recordings to people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just send the same. I made a zip for Chloe for the PSTO project, and I just send that to everyone. Like Orteas has that one because Orteas uses my field recordings a lot. I wouldn't spoil anything, but on her album I've got a lot of field recordings and stuff on that. But yeah, so I've sent her a lot of stuff. The Rain recordings on Kerosine's project, I don't know which ones are mine and which ones aren't mine. I think I've only got recordings on like 2 songs, I think. I thought I had more, but I can always tell. I can tell which ones are my recordings, but I just didn't remember. So, but I've got field recordings with him. I've also got I'm going to send Kerosene more field recordings as well. I got asked earlier, and I got loads. I like sending fields to everyone. I like it. But yeah, I did like a nature clips as well, which is always funny. I always find that hilarious because like everyone does like clips of like beats. And I didn't want to field recordings. And it's like, I don't know, it's just funny.
Yeah, honestly, in your case, like I don't think it's bad that you send it out to multiple people, just because like when it's a male, like you can tell it's the same male. But with field recordings, like it's meant to be a background element, so no one's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I know that ambience." Like no one's gonna pick up on it.
I've also sent like Foley as well. Think about I send like sound design sounds and Foley and all of that as well because I do that as well. Yeah, I mean I can name the specific recording that I sent. I'm not that but I can tell if it's my recordings. Half the time, sometimes I can't. But yeah, I really like it. I mean, if anyone after this video wants to do recordings, feel free to ask. I mean, I've got there's probably quite a few. I don't know how I can count or name everyone. There's a few projects where I've got like a few field recordings out that probably come out this year, or like songs and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess lastly much for this. That recently you got put on like NTS for your field recordings, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. yeah. So that's funny. That's always really funny. Basically, I when I was doing like the Gaia project, I got like a 20-minute record. The bird one near the end. It's basically that. It's the full cut of that. No, I think I did EQ a little bit, and I sent it to them because I saw it on somewhere, and I like NTS's stuff. And yeah, I just submitted it like in 2023. Forgot about it, didn't get a response, and I just got that email back, and it was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah. I'll tell you another thing. I'll tell you, like, I kind of forgot to put this in. There's someone that also influenced me a lot on field recording and, like, atmosphere. Like, Malibu was or DJ Lost, but whatever her names are. Malibu, I mean. She sort of does field recordings in a way that's quite, in the background, but it kind of, like, supports the atmosphere. And there's, like, a lot of artists like that. I can't name everyone, but she was quite another influence on that. Yeah, I love field recording. I love if anyone, like I said, if anyone wants field recording, sound design, Foley, hit me up. But I'll send stuff. I'll make stuff for you. It's fun.
Yeah. Speaking of which, one thing that I think is really special about your work is that it tends to lend itself well to collaboration with other artists, even if you might not always be directly involved in the production process. It's clear that you love working with others through your involvement with collections like Folklore and Resonance. But that's not to say that every collab that you've had was intentional. Towards the end of 2025, I got to do multiple calls with you in one end, another artist with you in the past, which is really funny to see, given that y'all are just pretty different as people, I would say. Similar to your personalities, your music is very subdued and laid back, while his is super high energy. So, like, I wouldn't think that y'all would work together, right? Given this, I was very surprised when Go So Slow released, which was a deconstructed club epic collage song that One End released that you produced. And I later found out that song was never meant to be rapped on. And one just assumed that it was a beat because you sent it to him, even though all you really wanted to do was just for him to listen to it. I think a lot of making music involves having little happy accidents like that occur to come to a final product. So, what are some times that things haven't gone how you've expected them to, but turned out for the better as a result? And it doesn't even have to be like music, right? It can be like anything.
Okay, can I just explain that? Can I just declassify that? Yeah, that's everything you said is true. I was gonna release that as like a SoundCloud thing. I don't. There's like sort of terms I have deconstruct. I have very weird like relationships with those terms. I don't really mind them, but I wouldn't. I guess it's kind of like that, and I do make a lot of music before into that. But yeah, I was gonna make a song that was gonna be like that. It was gonna be a bit like Broken Glass without the people on it. There's going to be like that type of song, like a heavy sort of college song. And I was in a VC with him and like a few other people. I think, can't remember who's there. I can't remember. But anyway, I just sent it to him and he was like recording an FL. And he just drags it. I just see him drag it in. I'm just sat on my bed and just see it drag it in and he just starts to rap on it. And that's it. That's like the whole, and I was just like, we all just sat there in shock. And that was a demo, by the way. That was not a finished song. And he just sent me the MP3, got to save the project, and that was it. And I just released it because it's really good. Yeah, I think I like that song also sort of put my sound design and stuff out there a little bit. I think it did help. Like, I'm open to people putting vocals on that song. Like I think another happy accident actually is was the Nature song with Kerosene. That was also kind of a bit of an accident because I wanted to do that. I had the concept to do that song years ago. I just didn't know who to do it with. I spoke to Eugene about it and he was like, "Oh, I'll do it," but then he didn't do it. And the beat I made was terrible because actually drum was boring, and I just made it. We spoke about it and I still made it and it just worked and we're doing a whole project like that.
Well, that'll be cool.
And I've already done the beats. The beats don't take very long.
Well, I'd imagine not.
Yeah. I think another happy accident, I'm not gonna lie, I think that whole Cladonia project was just a happy accident. I don't know how I made any of those songs. I love that project a lot. The whole project was just like a happy accident, to be honest. I don't know how I made it. Yeah, because those vocals on is like awesome as well. Yeah, so I guess that's maybe my happy accident. That's a funny saying, happy accident, but I don't see it.
Yeah, I just remember because like I wasn't in that call when that one happened, so I was just in awe because like Ahmed hops over like trap stuff, and I heard that I was like, oh my god, like what did you do to him?
He's a funny individual. It's really funny because he didn't know who. He just kept like in that server. Like everyone in Folklore just named ourselves Folklore as a joke. Some other people had some other names of like sort of their groups, and he just kept calling me Folklore. He calls me Folklore. I know he knows my name now. He just keeps calling me Folklore. Folklore. It's just hilarious. Like it's so funny, but. Yeah, it's just funny. Like, I am also a bit sure that song even came out. Really, like even happened. Because as well, like I'm not gonna lie, like the song I did on Smile Your Camera as well. That was a bit of it felt like that a little bit. Like I didn't make the beat really. I did the sound design, and Tycox just with something out of it. I don't know how that dude does it really, but I heard that for the first time, and I was just like really confused. I was like, and it's just weird hearing all these like sound design stuff like then, and I did like knowing to mix in on that, and yeah, really funny.
Bros is one of my favorites. I was following on camera because like there is not another song like that exists that I've heard.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I mean, there's songs that sound a bit like it, but not like with vocals.
And not with those kind of drums like, either.
Yeah. I mean, that whole project's really good. Yeah. It's really funny because that song was actually originally had a different name, different like vocals. So I always just before it came out, I just thought that song was just called that. I didn't know it got changed.
Mm-hmm.
And when the track list came out, I saw like my song wasn't on there, and I got really sad because he didn't. I don't know what I think it was like on tour or something. I don't know, and he didn't like credit everyone. Which is fair enough. And I went on Instagram, and I was credited, and I was like, "Oh, what is that? What is that song?" And I asked him. He said, "Oh yeah, it's the same song. I just changed the vocals." And I think I can't remember if I got it sent to me. But I heard it, and I was like, "Oh damn, this is cool." Yeah, that's a really good album or tape. Mixtape, really good mixtape.
Yeah, because he's not even rapping on that song. He's just kind of like rhythmically speaking, more like it. But I don't know, like the sound design is so like satisfying with like how clicky the drums are. Like I love going back to that one.
Yeah, Typhus did the drums. I just did the bass. I didn't quite the bass, but it's the bass. I did these high pitched sounds. There's like these like stuttery glitch sounds, some fill recordings in there. I'm pretty sure I just sent that sound design session to Typhus. I mean the way I remember I made it, I did like no input mixing in your DAW, which sort of if you don't know what no input mixing is, it's kind of like so it's just like feedback, and you saw people do it with that's like noise music and like AAMU'S and Q music, a lot of that type of stuff. Like glitch music, it's all kind of uses those things, and I did it in Ableton, which is really weird, by the way. Please use an limiter if you use it. You'll break your like DAW probably if you do it. And I just made some of those sounds, and yeah, it's really fun.
I was gonna say for me, except for like a happy accident, at least for music, was last year. I did we made it in 2024, but like me and my friend Cameron Troll dropped like an EP together, and the way that it started was because he had just hopped over like a beat that I had sent him like a while back, and then I had just made another one that was at the exact same BPM, just like coincidentally. So I was like, wait, can you send me the acapella of that and I can put it on this? And we were like, this is way better actually. So we were like, okay, well, we have that song. And then I made 4 more beats like the next day, which is like usually I'm like 1 at most, and I made 4 that I all liked. And like he liked all of them too. We're like, we might as well just do like an EP like out of these, and that's what ended up happening.
Yeah, I like those accents. I mean, to be honest, that was the same with me and AJ a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just sent like a beat. I can't remember. I just made like this beat, and I sent it to this channel, and he was, "Oh, can I have it?" And I was a bit like surprised. And I listened to his music. I was like, "This dude's like perfect for it." And I just started sending more and more, and then we just made an EP out of it. And yeah, I'm quite open to doing like projects like that. I'm kind of a bit picky, people on my beats, to be honest. There's like VHS Midnight Stars like someone else, so I'm very happy to send out anything to, because I mean we've actually met. And we spoke about IRL. Very cool guy. Yeah, and I've got like a few. I don't know how many songs we have. We have like maybe a few, but yeah, I sent out like some of my stuff, and he so tweeted it up, and he did pretty good on it.
Yeah, I'm glad that y'all worked, because I know for the last album that he released, it was like a full Ambient Plugg tape, and when we did a video breaking down like 2 of the tracks off it, I was like, you need to work with Jay-Z, because like they'd be perfect for this, and he was like, you should stay tuned. And then I heard it on After Party, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, basically, so I came back home. He's like from like the Manchester area, but I came back home. Well, I was coming back from home like back to London. Funny enough, was meeting up with someone, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to be in London and stuff." And he was coincidentally on the day I came back. So we met up, and we just clicked really. It's kind of funny though, because we were in like Brick Lane, which is like quite like these small roads and stuff. That's like where like rough traders and stuff. It's pretty cool. But I had like my suitcase on me, so we were just like walking around. I was just like dragging my suitcase with me. It was really fun. It's like I couldn't feel like I could talk to him like normally, but it was just funny that I had my suitcase on me and it's just heavy. But we just started chatting, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing like a whole project like that," and so I talk about like influences, and the other thing is really weird. Like we have quite a lot of like Southern stuff like sort of space. He's probably like one of the people I've got quite a lot in common with in terms of like music taste, because he likes quite a lot of the same sort of like the Decon Club sort of stuff, like bass music and things like that, basically. Like Sounds and stuff. So yeah, we got on quite well. And then we spoke about collabing, and then we just collabed after the album, pretty much. It's a really good album. That's a really good album. I really like that. I really like the I like Mulholland Drive a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like Chloe to Us because I like Mulholland Drive as well as that film. So
yeah, I listened to After Party for the first time last night. He needs to work with Isaac more because I've never heard him have that kind of energy on like a song before. For like I think it was like Freelance and like Altier. Like those songs are nuts.
Yeah, I think I mean I knew of Beatrice like for a bit, but I know he was like in like the KG server, I think, like years ago, and I think he joined from Isaac, so I think he's named like Isaac for a bit, and I think and then we sort of chatting, basically. I mean, yeah, I think a lot of us met through that server, or Chloe or Isaac. But yeah.
No, I know. I met them in 2020. Whoa, I clicked something on accident. I met them in 2021 at the very end of it because it was silly. I don't know if you know what Board Game Online is, but everyone like the Links Club group chat was playing it, and Carter knew Chloe and Isaac at the time. Like no one else did. And there was this was pre-KG server, so I don't know what server this was in, but there was some server that Chloe and Isaac were in, and Carter invited all of us to it to like get all of them in a call together so we could play Board Game Online. Like that was how I first met all of them.
Yeah, that's just how it happens, I guess. I mean, like you think like how many? I mean, KG, whatever, I love you, call whatever. There's probably been quite a few collectors that probably got made from those servers. You know, like folklore, not really, a little bit. That was more just Moth's friends, and it was just more of a coincidence that some of them were in there, and then I was in there, and Sting was in there.
I mean, Resonance definitely came from.
Yeah, like, Resonance, definitely. And that other one that I won't name, I forgot the name of actually. That other one.
That one can be forgotten at a time, I think.
Yeah, and like, and like there's like maybe a few other. I don't think they got made from that server really, but there's like other collectors that were in that, or like labels that were in that server. Like I found out like Caper Flower from that server, as well, and they're cool. And like I know there's like a few others I probably can't remember the name of, but yeah, it's interesting how these things work really. And I met a lot of cool people from those servers as well. Like, I think I'm quite chatty. I mean, you probably won't out just from talking to me, but I'm very chatty. And I think some of those people I just sort of clicked with. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how much overlap there is, though, because I was looking through some of your old tweets, and I found you talking to Ty Cox in 2023 before you was even making music.
Oh, yeah, I've known Ty Cox, man. I've known Ty Cox since 2021. He was big on Music Tour. That's how I knew of him. Same as Zyber. I've known Zyber for probably same amount of time. Zyber was big on Music Tour. I was big on Music Tour. That's how like I know a lot of people is really from Music Tour. I forgot to mention that. Like, I met Isaac from Music Tour. I met Moth from Music Tour. Loads of people. Carter from Music Tour. But I wasn't like a lot of these people I wasn't like really friends with. Like I just liked their tweets and sort of only really became friends with them, like more friends with them like more recently or past year or 2 years. I've known Chloe since 2021 probably. 2020. Yeah, lots of people.
Yeah, that was me with Amir and Stone. I think I've known about them since like 2021. Just because like they were in a group chat with Carter. And then Stone had the very infamous Twitter account that I'm sure he doesn't want to be named, but like
Yeah. I've known Stone since 2020. Yeah, Stone's the GOAT, really. Like it's really like he's like one of the best. He's like one of the best producers ever. and I'm really happy he's like putting himself out there a lot. But I didn't think a lot of people knew he actually made music for a while.
No, I did.
He
would post clips occasionally, but like they were not where they're at now. Like now it's so nuts.
Yeah, the most recent one, really good. I like collabing with Stone. He's probably like one of my favorite collabs. I think a lot of people have fun collabing with him because you can send anything and you just flip it, or vice versa. And yeah, I've got a lot of good stuff with him. Shout out to Stone.
Yeah, no, he made a beat with like a me and Pastoria Mel a while ago, and that beat blew my mind.
Really?
First of all, it sounded nothing like the source material, but also like the waveform like curved downward and then went back up. And I'm like, how do you even do that?
Yeah, I know how to do that. It's just DC offset, isn't it? But like in FL, Stone and Oxenova explained this to me 5 times. I really just couldn't wrap my head around it. Ty Cox explained to me how to do it. But it's like you use like a wave shaper or something. There's like a wave shaper plugin in FL, and you just have to do some weird thing, and it creates a signal, and then you fuck with it. I have been given the DC offset waveforms now. I don't actually use it because can be bothered. But that's how you get those waveforms. Or it's like an 808 that's so stretched out that it looks like that. You know? And that's how you get that weird flutter effect. Is kind of from that. Yeah. He's Pastor's also cool. We need to meet up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like his music. His Twitter's funny as well.
Yeah, I guess tying like back to the initial question, like I feel like the whole scene was kind of a big happy accident because like everyone kind of knew each other even before they really knew each other, and it just happened to work out the way it did.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I never joined VCs, so that was kind of my breaking point. Really, I never joined VCs. Like even like I before I used to never VC like ever. I used to just do that main thing and just sort of text. I used to VC when I was younger, but I just stopped. I just joined a VC one time. I was just really bored and I just joined. I said these calls are too big. Not too big.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just joined the call and yeah, just sort of got on with everyone. Though I've had a few experiences in those calls where they've been a bit funny. Like you know I'm like I just say stupid stuff, or people take things I say too seriously and make a bit out of it. Even though I don't do bits, but you know.
Yeah, I guess speaking of calls, so one thing that people if they're watching the video and not like listening to it in the background, will have noticed is that you don't have your camera on, and there's a lot of artists that have had the chance to interview that do not have their face, public on the internet, where it's like mostly hidden. And in place of this, they've created an avatar of sorts to represent themselves. Some examples of this would be BPIV's like bear stuffed animal, Diversify's corgi, and J1000's like self-portrait that he's drawn of himself. And for me personally, it's hard to picture what people look like before I see them. And in your case, all that I can see whenever you speak is your iconic like cat profile picture. So in my head, that's how I imagine you. I even got jump scared because I was looking through your story highlights and I saw your human hand. And I was expecting it to be a cat paw. I don't know why, but that I was like, whoa, that's weird. So
yeah,
in my head, like you might as well be that cat. So I guess like where does the cat come from? And if you could be like the Jay-Z cat for a day, what would you do?
Had the profile picture for like 5 years. Never changed it. Ever. We never change it. You have to pay me money to change it. I got it because I was on. I wanted a new. I just like cats. I really like animals. I won't call myself an animal lover because that's really corny. If you call yourself an animal lover, you do. Like you can't love every animal in the world. Like you just can't. Like there's like millions of animals. Like you don't know every animal ever created. You can't love every animal. This is what someone said to me.
Well, no one's saying that they love every animal ever. They just like animals.
No, we're not doing that. Ash, right, knows exactly. You know exactly what Ash is. You know what Ash said to me yesterday? What? You're not an animal lover. Or something like that. And I said, I know. because I called, I don't know what animal I called. I called an animal as well. I don't know why. It came up on my timeline. I was like, no, get off. Oh, seahorses. I called seahorses like stupid animals or something like that. I don't know. It's just funny. And then, no, I don't care. But no, the cat, I just like cats. I really like cats, even though I'm like allergic. And I just save a lot of cat images, honestly. I don't really know. I just painted this one image as my profile picture on Twitter or Discord.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like it. And someone already had the picture. And I was like, you know what? I don't want anything coming out of this because I don't like arguments. Even though it's a bit kind of ironic coming from me. I don't argue, but I will talk. But I changed it to this other picture that I just thought looked cute. The picture's actually called Cute Cat Picture. And I just had it ever since. And I just like it and it's stuck. I've got a whole folder of just images of that cat. I think the cat's called like Nala or something. Like Susan Nala's at the account. There's 2 cats. I think it's Nala. And I got worried the cat died because there was no pit because the owner. I think this might be the case. The owner, I think, has only got like a Weibo account, which is at the Chinese social media.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some of the Instagram accounts were fan accounts, and some of them have been inactive for a very long time. But most people know from Pinterest, I think. And yeah, I checked out the Weibo account, and it was quite inactive, but the owner does post their cats, so I think I'll probably know that. If I was the cat for a day, I don't know. Like, I don't know what cats do. I never want to be an animal, really. I mean, we are animals, but if I was an animal for a day, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not low-key, I think it'd be boring. like, because I know that cat is an indoor cat. That's an indoor cat. What do you do? Like,
chill.
Your owner's going to be working? I don't do chilling. I don't do that. No, you can't just chill. Like, it just doesn't work. They sleep for half the day, cats. Because their diet, I'm pretty sure a lot of cats diet. Similar lines. That's why they sleep all the time.
I know, but I know me and you both have like terrible sleep schedules, so like that'd be pretty good for us if you could just get away with that.
Cats got terrible sleep schedules. That's an indoor cat. No, I don't know. I think I'd be bored. I mean, there's another cat there. I guess that cat would be like pretty chill, I guess. Could argue, but then when you're like a cat or like an animal, you don't think like a human, do you? You think like a cat.
Well,
so
I think you would be. Well, I think you would have your brain, but you're just like the cat.
How?
It's a hypothetical question.
No, I didn't believe that. But like cats, I love cats, but they're weird. They're weirdos. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, some cats are fine. Like my sister's cat. So they're all fucking weird. Like this one cat. Like, I won't go into full details because I don't think if my sister watches this, she doesn't want these details out. But that cat, weird. Like, don't like anyone. Like, go near it, runs off. Doesn't even like going outside. You know. So I that cat could be like that. It could be a weirdo cat. It could like hit everyone. And like cat food, I don't eat cat food. Like, nah, I'm a pescatarian. Like, I'm not eating like beef. It's disgusting.
Okay, well,
That's disgusting.
I mean, it's only for a day, so you don't have to eat. You don't have to eat anything that day.
That's 24 hours of pain. I'm not doing that. No, not about that life. Also, I'm not playing with toys. I'm not doing that. No, that's stupid. I'm not like 4 years old. Like, that's what my nephew does. I'm not playing with toys. That's boring. Nah, I want to make music and stuff. I'm not doing that.
Well, okay, what if you had a cat keyboard?
What do you mean cat keyboard?
No, you know the cat keyboard, like the orange thing?
No.
You've never seen this before? Hold on.
No.
You definitely have. I guarantee you've seen this before.
I like cats, but I'm not like that type of a cat fan.
No, but like, I'm not really either, but even then I still know what this is.
Is your profile picture a cat?
I think it's like a hamster.
Hamsters aren't pink.
Well, this one is.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's creepy. No, I can't play note. I can't play on a MIDI keyboard. I've got a MIDI keyboard, but I can't play it. No, but I can't do sound design on that.
Well, yeah, it's a cat keyboard. It's going like meow meow meow.
Nah, I hate it. Creepy. I miss like I don't know what it is, but I actually miss like I don't know if you know this, but a lot of like those like kids keyboards and stuff. Like there's people that make music out of like kids toys that make sounds because you can literally like all my lecturers he did that. He took loads of these kids toys and turned them into like synthesizers. But I can't do that with my cat. Like I don't know. You can't use modular whilst the cat. You snap the whole thing off. Who says that owner has a modular? Since no one has that. Anyway, I don't know. Very open question. I think I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that.
It's for one day. You don't want to play with toys for one day?
Nah. Do you know how tiring that is? Like,
okay, what if it was climbing one of those like cat towers? Like, that sounds fun.
You know, those things are like. My sister's cat tower was so moldy. Like once, like these things get like really moldy and like really like disgusting. Like, also, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I have a friend. Like, I have 2 friends, and their cat does not even use their cat tower. Or like maybe he does now, but he didn't use the cat tower. They're expensive. Nah, I don't want to be in a cat tower. Nah, I'm not about that. Also, that cat looks fat. Like, I don't want to pay that tower.
Okay, wait. So you don't want to sleep. You don't want to eat the cat food. You don't want to play with the toys, and you don't want to. What are you gonna do? Like this is.
It'd be pure suffering. It'd be pure suffering. I'm not. I know. Like it'd be like a Werner Herzog film. Like I'm not living like that. Like I don't know if you like Werner Herzog is also another influence on me, and that guy captures human suffering. I think the cat, living a cat, is probably more sufferable. It's not like I'm a cat. Like I can go outside and stuff and like kill animals. I don't want to kill animals really, but like that's like an indoor cat in an apartment probably with another cat. There's probably an asshole. I've seen the videos. That cat's an asshole. No, I mean that's why I like the cat.
Anyway, you're literally Garfield. Know. You're literally Garfield.
Nah, Garfield's like another breed of like that cat. He's not even a cat at that point. He's just a stop. Like I didn't even like lasagna that much anyway. I think lasagna's like kind of overrated. Though my mum made a really good lasagna the other day and it was pretty good. But I'm not really about lasagna like that. Like I like pasta, but why do you have to have them in the sheets with meat in it? Like nah, I don't even like meat anyway. It's just a bit like nah. I think that cat definitely got diabetes. I don't think cats should be in pasta sheets or even wheat in fact. Like maybe like you're not gonna give a cat gluten-free lasagna. Also, that writer who wrote that's really stupid. Why would you write that? Why would a cat eat lasagna? I just don't understand these things. I guess it's a kid's comic and I'm just overthinking it, but no.
You're normally they're like, oh, it's like you answer. No, you just hate that question. All right, I'll move on then.
No, I'm not hating your question. It's a good thing to talk because I'm not like thing is I don't imagine myself living like another animal. I just don't think about things like that. Like I don't know. Like this is how I always put nature is hell, right? Nature's hell. I don't want to be like another animal. Huh? Like imagine being like a pecan, like a pecan bird, right? Whatever they call it, pecan. I would not want to be one of them twats. Like they sound beautiful, but I don't want to be with other pecans 24/7.
It's for 24 hours. That's it.
Nah,
then you go back.
Nah, you're gonna get slapped. You're gonna get slapped. Like there's gonna be like a leopard or a leopard. Because lions aren't in the jungle, by the way. I don't know how dumb people don't know that. Like, why is it called King of the Jungle? He lives in a savannah. Like, you don't get pecans in savannas, do you? You get them in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine a leopard would just climb up the tree and just swipe you down. Nah, not living like that. You know Rio, the film?
Yeah.
Those birds are in an endless loop of suffering. At the end of the day, they do have a little dance at the end, but at the end of the day, they're in an endless loop of suffering. Those humans want you dead. They want your beaks. They want your feathers. They want all of that. I don't want to be a pecan, any animal. Sure. Nah, not having any of that.
I thought Rio was kind of dumb because the whole plot of the first movie is how endangered they are and how there's like barely any of them left. And then in Rio 2, there's just like a giant forest full of them. Like,
do you know what's kind of ironic?
What?
Our bird's extinct.
Oh yeah, didn't the movie cause it to go extinct?
I don't know. Rio 1 and Rio 2 are very weird films. As a kid, I enjoyed them. I think the first one was cool. But, yeah. I think it puts false hope into children.
I don't think that's a bad thing, though. I do appreciate those movies.
Yeah,
though,
not really.
Like, because I think that's some of the only mainstream, like, representation Brazil has, like, ever gotten in the U.S.
Maybe you're right. I mean, there's, like, lots of Brazilian music and stuff.
I guess
it's not
Brazilian
like
funk is a little more widespread now, but, like, everyone knows Rio.
Is there even, like, Brazilians in that film?
It takes place in Brazil.
Yeah, it takes place in Brazil. Are there, like, any actual like, Brazilian voice actors?
That I don't know.
Maybe a lot. No, you're wrong. Actually, you're wrong. Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg. He's the main dude. Anne Hathaway. Jamie Foxx is in it. Like, George Lopez is in it.
Okay, well, at the very least, the location of the film and the things you see are Brazilian.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say maybe Fast and Furious had a film in Brazil. I think that gave Brazil some attention. Probably not very good attention, to be honest, because they probably put some stereotypes in there, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But the best Fast and Furious film was in Brazil. I love Fast and Furious. I think that's one of the best franchises ever made.
I've never seen any of the movies.
Maybe do that in your spare time.
Maybe.
It will change you. The first film, Second film, The third film, The fourth film, really good. The fifth film, really good. Everything after that's just really good. Yeah, really good. Vin Diesel, like it's just like you can. I know you're laughing right now. You can poke fun at all those films, but if you like the sound design on those films, it's nuts. The latest one, there's like some crazy sound design. I actually sampled it, and Vin Diesel was hilarious because he's so angry. And there's a bit in the fifth film where The Rock and Vin Diesel are just like arguing with each other, and it's like insane. It's weird, like.
I'm sure the engine is probably really clean in that movie now that I think about it. Like the engine, like the car engine, you probably hear like all the time in that movie, right?
Yeah, there's a bit of the engine like. It's funny, really. We spoke about films. We've only spoken about Rio, Werner Herzog, and Fast and Furious. And that'd be weird.
I mean, that's all you
I'm
need.
a massive film fan. Maybe, but I was gonna say as well, like another influence on my music is actually like film. Werner Herzog, Takashi Kitano, Toshio Matsumoto, Paul Cleveson. I can go on. David Lynch. Like, a lot of those film directors are quite an influence on my work as well. Yeah. I think it's the way that they sort of combine like visual elements and music and cinematography, things like that. Is just like massive influence. I love films. Like I'm really interested in like video stuff as well. Like I want to do like my own like visuals as well. Like maybe make my own short films and stuff. I do a bit like sound art as well. There's another thing we haven't really spoken about. Like I'm really like into sound art, like sound installation and things like that basically. Yeah, film's quite the influence. Video.
Switching from film back to your music, though, normally I like to ask about the artist's most recent project that they've released. But in your case, that as of right now would be a field recordings compilation and a collab project that you made in 2022 but released in 2025. And I don't think either of those are like representative of like where you're at right now. So I wanted to ask you about a project that I think is more representative of your full capabilities. To me, that would be Cladonia, an EP that you released in 2024. On a previous part of the interview, I was kind of mentioning Ambient Plugg, field recordings, and sound design skills separately. I think this EP is the most impressive, like, collection of all your talent, like, in one place, I guess. Because I feel like with your other tracks, usually, like, the focus is on one of those three things. But on, like, this project, like, it's all meshed together, like, super well. And it's something that only you could have made. So, what was working on that project like?
Yeah, Cladonia was like, it's my favorite project I've ever made. It's so good. I mean, it was actually like a uni project, actually. It was like one of my final year uni projects. So there was a lot of planning that I had to do. And it was like, get collaborators. I didn't want people in my uni touching my music. So I just like sort of reached out to mainly Isel and sort of fluency vocals. And I made it really quickly. Cover art was I really liked the cover art. I sort of commissioned someone. And yeah, I wrote that project. And it's basically that sort of era in my life was a bit weird. Because I sort of was sort of getting into my routines of like sound design. I was sort of saving my like presets. I sort of changed the way I made music. I had some things going in my life at the time as well, like probably into, but so like a lot of that project is more like representative of my like change and sort of growth as a person and like as a musician. And the whole imagery is through like lichen. The titles are all lichen related. Pictures are lichen, the titles are lichen. So I saw these as a metaphor, really. And yeah, it's a book concept album, really, concept EP of lichen, but it's a bit more like representative of me as a human being, and sort of growth. And yeah, I made a lot of it really quickly. I just sort of just made pads, resampled the pads, added all these sound design textures and stuff, and added some bass and things like that, and some drums, and yeah, and I'm really sad. I really like it. I feel like that project's a little bit underrated. I feel like this is the thing where like some of my music, at least, maybe you feel like it as well. I think every artist gets it, but we all kind of have like a project that gets popular, or songs are a bit more well known. But then you want like other music. You have actually other music which is a bit more representative of you as an artist that doesn't really get enough attention. I'm a bit sad that project didn't really like. I mean, it did get quite a lot of attention for me, at least. But I wish it kind of got a bit more popular a little bit. Like, as much as I love my other music, like I love that project a lot. Like I love, like the Eccodust project is a really like I have a weird relationship with that project. Like I really had fun memories of making that project because I was like 19 when I made that. I made Cladonia when I was like 21. So like years later, I'm better music, and I got carried by my friend on that project. I'm not gonna lie. They carried me a lot, and that project is like my most popular, probably, maybe. And I got. It's a bit weird because like, as much as I love how much attention it got, I feel like it didn't hit the right audience. It didn't really help that I'm not really connected to the vapor scene anymore. I never really was. I was intentionally going to be. I have no interest in connecting to these scenes. They're all weird. I won't get into why, but they're just weird. Well, actually, they just can't let the Google translated stuff go, and like all the weird imagery, and I don't know. It just got boring for me. Like when we were looking for like a label, actually, me and my friend, we went on like all these labels that were on it, and there's like some weird stuff on there, and we're like, nah, we're not working with them. Not working with them. Too much like Google translated crap. Not going on there. Not going there. I mean, we found very, perfect. But it's weird. Like, I love our project, but I wish I was a bit more well known for my other stuff, I think. But I've been happy with like Broken Glass. But I've been happy with that song getting quite a bit more attention and stuff. But yeah, it's a good question actually. I wanted to talk about it, actually. Like I don't know. I think as an artist, musician, whatever, there's always going to be some frustration. There's things that are going to be more popular than others. Bands have been like that for ages. But I'm happy that like Cladonia is my most popular solo project, at least. And I have got another EP. There's like a sequel to it, and complicated. Like I want to put it out, but I've been really struggling to finish it. It's been in the vault for ages. Like me just tweaking it over time. And I need to get the cover art, so I finished the master and the mixing, and I'll put out. And it's a lot darker to Cladonia, and it's kind of a bit similar to Broken Glass a bit. Like it's heavy, like it's like pure, like heavy, like cluttery, and also got the nature thing. Yeah, I'm gonna put it out. Benji. I'm probably gonna put it on Science Sun and stuff as well. And then I've been still working on an album as well, which is sort of detached from those things. But I'm gonna redo it because like the concept is more like recycling stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you send mails to people, that's it. People send mails to you, that's it. They never get used. So I want to like sort of take that idea, reuse sounds I've sent to people send to me, and then like rehearse it into a like ambient electroacoustic music, whatever you want to call it, like a collage thing. I don't know. And I have a lot of demos, but I'm very picky. I'm very, very picky with this type of stuff. And like I have a song with like Ty Cox on there, like Shelby as well, Stone, Ryu, like Drew, Oxen. I got like a few songs with like different people, and aside from like maybe Shelby, because I know Shelby does a bit of music like that. Like even and like me, her, and Shelby are on the same song together, and I like a bit like you wouldn't think that there's like an ambient guitar song. And I just want to like recontextualize different things and more of them. But I'm gonna redo it when I find the motivation to make music again. But I want to like redo it. The sound design is great. It's just the song structure and stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because when I listened to Eccodust, because I've been meaning to for a while, I've been putting it off, so I listened for like the interview. It didn't feel like you, if that made sense, and then I found out that it was old, and then it made more sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, you also got to remember, right? I don't know if you heard it, but I had the Eccodust EP.
Yeah, I heard that too.
We made that like a few months before we released it, and we wanted that to come out just sort of like a taster. And I really like that EP. We both had a lot of fun making that EP, and it's a bit weird with like our music because that's like my IRL friend that we know each other in person. We only make music in person. We've been friends for a very long time, very, very good friends. So we make music in person. We don't read it online. And we have another album in the vault we did years ago, and we're working on another one, but it's sort of paused a bit because I moved. But Salus, that is a bit more representative of our sound, I think, of what we kind of want to do. But AKAJAZY'S, yeah, is a word. It's like I said, it's like a mixture of both our sounds at the time. So my friend, like Flora, they were doing like they're more into like at the time more like noise music and so like using like weird break beats and now they like do more like darker ambient stuff and things like that. And then I was more like the ambience and sort of filled with the textures and like the techno cuts came from me. The more noise stuff came from them. So it's like a mixture of both. But yeah, it's like my old stuff. It's really weird. I'll never release a Vapor project again. Like our next project is not a Vapor project. Very different. But it's just like, yeah. It's like our music. It's weird.
Yeah, back to Cladonia though, like I know you said that you can't make mellows, but like Borealis, like that's your best song in my opinion. That song is beautiful. I love that song.
Thank you. Thing is, I actually got more confident with the mellows. That's like actually kind of how I learned how to make mellows. Because like piano mellows and stuff. And to be honest, Evernia is my favorite song. Like that drop, like it blew me away when I first listened to it. I played it in the car with my dad, and he liked it. I played the demo, and he liked it. And yeah, it was like one of the first times I felt more confident about music. And yeah, I love that EP really. And yeah, maybe well, I don't know. I do suck at mellows. Like I can't do like Plugg. I can't like. I said I can't. Like probably can. I just can't really like. I can't make normal music. Like I can't make. Like I'm not really someone that makes Plugg music and like melodic stuff. I know I really struggle with it. I think it's more like plugins I have for the way I do music. But I don't have to. I don't want to do Plugg. I don't want to do like regular music. Like I want to make what I want to make.
Yeah. To me, that project is also like it's one of those projects that just kind of like to me it's kind of like exists like I don't hear a project file when I listen to it. If that makes sense. Like it just feels like it's spawned in almost.
I'm not gonna lie, those project files are so simple. You'd be very surprised. Like a lot of sound design music is very simple. It's just lots of layering, I think. Because, right, I did not want to talk about it in this interview. If you look at a botonica in quotes, I've refrained from using that term. If you look at one of those FL Studio botonica in quotes session views, they make it look more complicated than it actually is. Because FL is weird, right? You have like no offense if you use FL, but the way that they do the channels is wrong to me. It's weird. Like the automation's another channel. I don't really get that and stuff. So it makes everything look more complicated, I think, in the arrangement. And then honestly, they're just spamming sounds and it's just like recycling stuff. And it's not really that interesting. Well, I found a lot of it purely is Ableton, like Bitwig, Logic. Like a lot of the sound and stuff is not that complicated really. It's like a lot of just frozen bits of audio. So most of that project, for example, I can't give, but one of them is literally like, I'm not gonna lie, like the pads and pianos, it's literally just 4 channels. It's just 4 channels. The bass is 1 channel. The drums, the drums. And then the sound design stuff's like maybe 15 channels of sound design, like frozen, and then just fill the chords. And then the vocals, which is also really fun to work with. And that's it.
Yeah, I think it's just that the atmosphere is so huge on that project that it's like, it feels like a whole world rather than like something someone made, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Thing is, I think another thing I mentioned is like granular synthesis this plays a lot into this stuff. Like literally music concrete, like things like that play a lot into it as well. Because that's where I get most of my textures from. I mean, I know quite a lot about granular synthesis. I probably can't explain it to you because even I don't really get what I'm saying half the time when I'm about it's complicated stuff. But Curtis Rhodes did like a whole book on Curtis Rhodes is the dude that pioneered it. Well, one of the dudes. Ines Xenakis is the guy that properly pioneered it. But he wrote the whole book called Microsound. People don't know what microsound even means, to be honest. I don't know what it means. But I've read most of that book, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know what he was saying at the time. Like, I know what he's on about, like, I know what he's on about now, but at the time, like, complicated stuff. It's just maths. But yeah, I like creating worlds. Like, it's just fun to me. I like doing that stuff. Yeah, I want to make more music with like sound design based people. I think that's another thing. Like, I find it really funny. I think like maybe the only person I can think of, maybe in our scene, or what that is, that does name for sound design stuff. Maybe is Pikey or Heaven Souls, and like maybe him. Like I know he does a lot, and I don't know Sticker Push well, but I know they do sound design stuff, like a lot of sound design stuff. So I don't think my sound design is very similar to Pikey's sound design at all, really. I think his stuff is more like rooted in like modular like techniques, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I know he doesn't use modular, but I know he's like I know he uses Bitwig, I think, and stuff like that. But I'm more into like the granular stuff, I think.
Yeah. I really like that EP, and like I said, my personal favorite off it was Borealis, which featured a brighter, more colorful melody than your work usually contains. This seems fitting to me though, as Aurora Borealis is the northern lights, which everyone knows, the super colorful lights. And while those may be pretty big, we all have little lights in our lives as well that can help cheer us up. So given that your work has so many, little intricate details in it, what are some small things that make you happy?
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe my routine, maybe. I'm weird. Like, person probably people watching this interview now probably would, I'm a bit weird. But I have like a weird routine, and I think things like that kind of make me happy weirdly. Like I like cooking a lot. I like
drinking tea.
Like tea. I love tea. Surprised I haven't made another cup of tea yet, but I mean I'm fine with that. Yeah, tea. I love tea. Yeah, I love a cup of tea. I like watching American sitcoms. like making music. The thing is though, like, hot take, I don't think listening to music particularly makes me happy. I don't think music is like that for me. Same with film. Maybe film a bit different, maybe, but I find with music that it kind of amplifies emotion. Doesn't like I think it amplifies emotion. It doesn't create emotion for you unless it like brings back a memory or something.
I'd agree with that actually. Yeah.
Like, you know, there's like corny people, right? They're complaining about like Blood Hell by Have a Nice Life is like the most depressing song ever. I listen to it and I'm not even depressed. Like, if you listen to music and it makes you depressed and there's something wrong with you and maybe you're just messed up in the head, no offense. Like, it's clearly just amplifying what you're feeling. Because I can listen to like depressing songs and not feel sad. I can listen to happy songs and it doesn't make me happy. It maybe amplify your emotion. I think maybe that's why some people may say that. Same with film a little bit, but I think with film, they're actually telling, like, I think, like, there's some films that make you cry, and I think some of that's also amplifying emotion, or they're just sad. I don't know. I think art's always up to interpretation, but that's how it's always felt. Maybe it's because I'm weird, but yeah, maybe cooking, maybe tea, hugging a little, walks. Making music does not make me happy. It makes me miserable. Not really. Weird. It's weird, really. Like, talking to people, I like chatting to people. I love chatting a lot. I like American sitcoms. I love Larry David. Like Curb Enthusiasm. If I'm ever like that miserable, I just watch Curb Enthusiasm, Seinfeld, The Office, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I watch anything like that, and it will boost my mood.
Mm-hmm.
I love Larry David. Larry David is actually like my number one influence ever on life. That man has changed my life, both for the worse and both for the good.
Why did he beat up Elmo, though?
Oh, he deserved that. Elmo got that coming. Twat. I hate Elmo. Twat. Like Sesame Street, I have a lot of respect for it. Because it's done a lot for people. But Elmo, that man is up to something. He's not even a kid at this point. He's older than me. Like, he's older than me and you probably had it together.
Combined, like, yeah.
He's probably like in his 50s, 40s. That helmet guy, up to something. Cookie Monster. Nah, that guy's dodgy. Like, they're all dodgy. You know? I'm pretty sure I don't know if they stopped doing it. I can't remember. Because my nephew watches it, I think. And I asked, are they still doing it? And his dad was like, oh no, I think they've stopped to like an anime. That was sad stuff. Manny, I love Larry David.
I'm pretty sure they still do the puppets. I don't think it's all animated now.
I thought they did. Because I don't know. Isn't like
they have to still do the puppets. Yeah, it's not if they don't do it.
Have to. But I swear it's like, isn't it like owned by the government or something?
I mean, it's by PBS, so like that would make sense.
Is it like government owned? Because I swear like it's made to make it accessible for everyone. I don't know. So I don't know. But Larry David, I mean, I can't speak for Larry David, but in what he said was he was talking about mental health, and I had to sit there listening to him. I couldn't take it any longer. So that doesn't surprise me really. I would have just like walked out the room if I wanted to. That guy gives no shit. He does actually give a shit about a lot of things, surprisingly. Like, but yeah, he's hilarious. I love Larry David. I don't like Jerry Seinfeld though. I think that guy's weird.
Mm-hmm, he is.
I'm not gonna get into why he's weird, but he's weird. Even though I love Seinfeld the show, he got carried by Larry David. Got carried by Kramer, Elaine. He's not bad. He's great in Seinfeld, but as a person, he seems dodgy. Like, his best friend is funnier than him. He has a friend called David. What's his name? That guy is so funny. Like, oh my god, how are you best friends with I think his name's David. Not David Wallace. I'm sorry. No, I got it wrong. I'm sorry, his name's David. It's like George Wallace. That's his name, George Wallace. That guy is so funny. So maybe that makes you happy.
Yeah, I think for me recently, honestly, I started talking to you because like I didn't really know you that well until a few months ago, and we've been talking way more recently, which is part of why this is a thing. Although I've been wanting this for like way longer, it's kind of worked out that way. But I don't know, because like I wasn't really be seeing with people at all like around this time last year, and whether for better or for worse, it's become part of my like routine. Like when I'm doing my homework and stuff, and it's just awesome getting to talk to everyone, including you. So that would be a big thing for me to make me happy. Well, I guess small thing, but I guess big for how it makes you feel. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Like, you're doing something you like, doing an output you like. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, same for me, really. I like chatting to people. I mean, I do get frustrated sometimes. Like, I'm trying to like limit a little bit on my try to talk on my calls because terrible sleep schedule. I've got a lock in with university as well because I do not want to mess up my masters. So even though I don't really care about it as much, I mean, I do care, but I've had a weird attitude about kind of creating things and stuff recently. So yeah, I like calling people, but sometimes it's good to sort of take a rest from it. Sometimes it can be a bit too much. I mean, but I usually do it later in the day. Like I usually do my regular things in the day because of time zone and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of weird because I do, but I don't. I sometimes feel there's cultural differences clearly. Sometimes because let's be real, most of those people we talk to are either like American, like in the American region, America's region, Canada, like wherever. I'm from England. Like not everyone is. There's a few Europeans. I mean, obviously Moth is probably the other person that's also like same country and stuff. But he's like one of the only ones that really like VCs and stuff. And like not everyone really like VCs. So sometimes I feel there's a bit of like a cultural difference. And sometimes it makes you feel a little bit alienated sometimes, but then like, I don't particularly care because it doesn't matter. I forget I'm English sometimes, and like I'm so used to like, American accents and stuff that sometimes like I say if like someone new joins and they hear me talk and they hear my accent, they have to point out, and I think, oh, forgot about that, or they mention some stupid stereotype. Like I don't even like British food. I hate all British food. Not all of it, but I don't like British food that much. Like, you'd be very surprised. I don't eat beans on toast every day. Like it's just things like that, and people are just stupid. You know? And maybe in some of the things I say, or maybe the way I talk, is different. You know, like I talk differently, and I use different like terminologies that only comes up in my country or maybe Australia, like twat, and people just find it hilarious for some reason. Some people don't, which is fine, but it's just like I think sometimes it's the way I talk. Some people find it funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think about it, but it's also like I have a decent amount of European friends, so it's just like
yeah, that's what I mean. Like it depends on who it is. It's usually just like new people, like that sort of join. I mean, the thing is like I most of the people I do talk to in the calls are mainly like I'm not really all European. Like I've got obviously like a lot of European friends, you know, or like people from here. Like I got lots of friends from the UK. And, like I've met a lot of people from the UK from like Twitter and stuff. So I'm very much used to it. But like in our circles, it's not as many. One time, right, I went to Lidl and I got, you know about this, right? I got overcharged for donuts, didn't I? These like cronut donuts. Do you know about this?
Yeah.
I got charged with 55 donuts. Also, I got all the money back. I got the donut for free. I posted my receipt. I knew this was going to happen. I don't know why I didn't do it. I sensed it on Twitter and everywhere because I knew what people are like. People are going to take advantage of every single opportunity they can do to make a joke. I'm not risking it. They'll call me fat and stuff, which is kind of funny. But I mean, I'm not overweight or anything. And I didn't eat donut. I can't eat that meat donut. Anyway.
No,
I can't afford it.
I had this thing happen to me because this is in 2023, but I was doing like a D&D campaign with my friends, and they wanted to get like lunch. So I was like, oh, I can order something, but I didn't have like a food app or anything. So I was like, what do y'all want? It was like group voted McDonald's. So like, I got the McDonald's app, and it was like, what email do you want to use for it? And I have this like, I don't know if you know what Crip Anus is, but it's this like group account that I share with like 12 people, including Carter and James. Actually, like they're also on it. So I was like, I'm gonna use the Crip Anus email because I don't want to use my own email. And then I got flamed in the group chat for Crip Anus because they saw that I'd ordered 40 McNuggets. And they're like, bro, you're so fat. That was all for me.
Yeah, it's like that, really. I mean, the thing is, I don't know. It's just funny, like, really. I mean, that day, like, I just posted it, and the thing that people pointed out was the fact that I bought tinned beans, right? Tinned beans, because that's quite common over here, I think. People don't really buy fresh beans or lentils. They buy, like, in a can with water.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called, like, red. I mean, I've got the receipt on me right now. Let me get the receipt out. Or, like, I get a receipt out, and it said, like, red bean water. And, like, it is funny. And Orteus said, "Why are you buying that? Or like, what is that?" And I started getting made fun of for that, for the fact I bought. And like, you know, it's just like why? Like, it's just beans in water. Like, it's funny though, but some other people, I can't remember who did it, were really digging into me and also calling me fat. Also, all my other friends are calling me fat. Same to my parents, they're calling me like trying to ask what happened. Send it to some of my other friends, and they, "Oh wait, you're fat. It's like, I can't win, can I? Like, this is the thing, right? Like, I just don't understand. Like, you'd be very surprised what food I eat. I eat curry, chili, rice and beans. I eat mainly like a lot of non-English foods and things like pasta. I eat food that everyone else eats, apart from things I'm eating it. Like how? But for some reason, everyone thinks I eat baked beans on toast. I've never cooked British food before. Like, never. I don't want to. Don't need to. It's boring. It's plain. English breakfast, boring. Like, I can't even eat half of it anyway. Fish and chips is pretty good, actually. I can't knock that. And there's a few of the dessert stuff that I do really like. But nah, I'm not eating pie and mash. That boring. Sorry. I'm not around about food. Honestly, I thought this interview I'd be ranting in more and more and more, but I haven't had that many weird rants.
Only like two or three so far.
Four.
Okay. Well, moving on. Something a little silly that happened in the last interview is, and I'm sure you've been waiting for it, but the rock paper scissors segment that I do in every interview. It had been 3 months between the alkaline pink one and the sticker bush one. And I'd forgotten, like, I was looking at my spreadsheet for it, and I'd forgotten that I'd actually lost to Alkaline Pink, but I said in the Sticker Bush one that I won. I thought I was doing pretty good. I actually was on a 2% losing streak, but with the Sticker Bush one, who I beat in the last interview, I won, so I'm back, and I was wondering if you would like to play rock, paper, scissors, best 2 out of 3 with me.
What's rock, paper, scissors?
Like, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Is that a football chant?
Is that what?
Like a military chant? Like a football chant?
No, it's like a little game that you play. So it's like you got rock.
Oh, I didn't do games, but we can play.
We can play, yeah, because rock will beat scissors, right? Paper will beat rock.
I can't show my hands, didn't I?
And then scissors
beats paper. How do I do it? Wait, how do I do it like on a sideways? Oh my god, I look like such an idiot. Anyway, hang on. Okay. I'm not sure my face, by the way. Anyone's. Wait, can I go like that?
Yeah, that works.
Wait,
yeah,
I go like that.
Yeah. Okay. Rock.
Wait, do I have to shut my eyes?
I mean, yeah, because there's a delay with the camera. But normally in real, well, I shut mine too.
Wait, do I have to go like that on the camera? I will do that not to cheat.
Well, no, because I would know you're cheating because we can both see.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Scissors, shoot.
Oh. So that's scissors, both scissors? Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, you won me on that one.
Yeah, but that's 2 out of 3, so you got one more chance.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ooh, okay, we're tied. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
No, you won.
No, because I knew that you were going to do scissors every time at a certain point, so I was like, okay.
We got an advantage. I've never played that game before.
Never?
No, never played that game. I didn't play games.
Very, very serious individual over here. But yeah, well, you should have played more.
No, I used to play games. I didn't do them.
You should have played more games because you lost. And now I'm on a 2-person win streak.
No, we're not doing that. I used to have a really bad... I hate the term gaming addiction because it's very corny to me. But I had a gaming addiction. So I had to stop playing games. I got maybe 3,000, 4,000, maybe 3,000 hours on Final Fantasy in like a year or two. Yeah, and I used to play a lot. And that's why I don't have music out at a younger age. Because I played games too much, and I had to stop playing games because it burned me out. And yeah, I don't play games anymore. And yeah, I don't play rock paper scissors. I won't be playing that again. Sorry, I didn't know what that is, but that was a joke, obviously.
Yeah,
people play that all the time. Play that all the time as a kid, but I didn't play.
But not anymore.
That. No, I'm boycotting rock paper scissors off Hidden Driveway.
Well, I mean, you lost, and you shouldn't have to play it ever again.
Am I not going to be on here again?
Well, you, not that you won't, but if you are, It wouldn't be for a full interview, and those are only in the full interviews.
What happens if I did like an album? Would you not do like an album breakdown with me?
No, I would, but I'm saying like in those, like I'm not asking you to drop for scissors because like how is that relevant to what we're talking about? I guess It's not really relevant right now either, but that's just kind of how I've done these. But if we're talking about your album, I wouldn't be like, yeah, we should play rock paper scissors right now, because like, what does that contribute to anything?
Okay. Well, I know why you don't want to do it again.
Because I'm afraid to lose? Is that why?
Yeah, and you'll mess up your spreadsheet.
Well, I won't even put it on there because... Actually, no, that's not true. Bappy's the only one that's ever gotten to do it twice.
Why?
Because they had 2 full interviews.
Why?
Because,
why does she get special treatment and why don't I get special treatment?
Well, because she was the first ever interview I did on here. And I was like, I could do that one better. So for the 1-year anniversary, I did it again.
So she can have another one?
No, I've talked to someone else. I've talked to somebody else about who's going to be it for this year. I won't spoil it, but...
Yeah, I don't know who it is, but I probably don't know who it is.
Well,
I'm not gonna guess, but
okay.
It's gonna be. Do you know what? Do you know what's kind of like messed up?
What?
I haven't interviewed you yet. Like, can I ask you some questions?
Sure, I guess. Do you have any prepared that you want to ask?
Oh, hi. No, not really. I've given up.
Okay.
No more questions. Sorry.
Moving on though. Recently, you and I have been collabing a lot on production, and it's been really awesome seeing how our styles mesh together. One of my favorite things about SoundCloud is seeing a producer's beat clips and how they work with other artists. And recently, you put out one of your own called Viscosity and Mixture, which features several solo beats you've done, as well as some collabs with other artists like Ash, Mihai, and Orteas. While your styles may flow well together, viscosity actually means the resistance of flow. So what are some things that you've been stubborn on in the past, whether you've changed your mind on them or not?
There's some music that I'm really stubborn about like getting into. Like I listen to a lot of music, but I don't know, like I'm not saying I'm particularly stubborn, it's more like I just forget to get into it. Like, for example, right, I've never listened to Radiohead, right? I've never listened to like any band, like ever, like any big band, like ever.
Mm-hmm.
I've like any like mainstream like musician band from the 2000s, like the 1900s or like 20th century.
Wait,
25. There's so many artists.
Heard the Beatles?
Not properly, no.
As a British person, that's crazy.
Yeah, I've not listened to like, any British music. It's weird because how I got brought up. That's why my parents didn't play much music around, really. Like maybe when I was younger. Parents got 2 quite conflicting music tastes. My mum likes the Japan, more disco, soul music, and things like that. And I never really played any of it. We sort of clicked a bit more because I like some David Sylvian songs and stuff, so I play some of them. My dad's more into like punk and stuff. I'm a bit lukewarm on that music. It's not like was singing. He likes music like that, the Smiths stuff, Bjork. That's his surname. And we both I like Bjork a lot. And so I sort of connected from that a little bit. And so I never really listened to that much music growing up, so I never really heard a lot of it. And I've just been a bit stubborn, and I'm very selective of what I listen to. And I'm not gonna lie, no offense to any if you like those artists, but I can't be bothered to listen to like a Radiohead album. I can't be bothered to listen to albums that I know I wouldn't fully like. And I've had flack by people in the past saying that, but people that knew me knew that, and I do try. I go out of my comfort zone all the time, but some music I just a bit stubborn on. And Stars of the Lid is another like an ambient artist I've never listened to, and they're like a really big ambient group. I'm sure they're great, but they've got like 2-hour, 3-hour albums, and I just can't be bothered.
They're cool. They're from Austin, so I've checked out some of their stuff.
It's like guitar stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm very stubborn on a lot of other music. Like I was really stubborn on some other artists, because there's just so much music to listen to. But I can't really think of anything I've been very stubborn on, like that I've actually done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know really. Like it's quite an open-ended question. I don't know, but yeah, maybe like learn some music. Like maybe getting into cooking was quite a stubborn thing for me as well. Maybe because I was like didn't want to do it. Went to, and I just kind of liked it. So yeah.
I think one for me was that like, and it ties to the next question a little bit too, but like in college, like the whole time that I've been here, I thought I was gonna go into like post audio for like my career. And then I met with my advisor, and he was like, nah, you gotta do live audio. And when I spent like 6 years at that point doing post audio, I'm like, what? No, I don't want to do that. But then like my mom would talk to somebody, and then I started doing like live audio stuff at my college. And I'm like, no, this is kind of awesome actually. And now that's what I want to do instead. So I was being always talking about it, but I opened my mind to it now. I'm a lot happier with that idea.
Yeah, in academia actually, like it's like that, because obviously I haven't said in an interview, but I have got an academia background in music. Not a lot of people really in our scene do. I think you're like one of the few that do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing like a master's in music, and I've had things said to me by like professors or things of way that had put me in situations actually that I've been a bit stubborn about. There's like a few times it's like the same thing. I say I want to do this, but they're like, you can't really do that. Can you do this? And like mixing is one of those things I've been really stubborn about, but I just don't care anymore. So then you just get better at it with time. Hardware was one thing I've got quite a hot take about that as well, because I've used hardware. You've probably used hardware, right?
Like define hardware.
Synthesizers, mixing desks.
Oh yeah.
Modular. Yeah, I refused to buy any of it because I used it. I've had the experience of using it. I have my opinions on the ones I like. I can't really afford to buy it, so I have quite like a stubborn way of the way I make music. I like to limit myself a little bit on some of the tools I have, and hardware is probably something I'm a bit stubborn about. But yeah, I mean, I get what you mean by that though. Like I've been like I wanted to be more of like a producer at first as well, and like I was a bit stubborn even not wanting to do that. Like I want to do sound art and like things like that. Field record. Like I want to do like that. Like really, I don't. Like I love like music. The music I make is just more of like fun, or more of expression. So I've been quite stubborn on that as well.
I think another thing for me that I was stubborn about, but I got over like somewhat recently, was like for the Campus North show last year, because for communion, like I went up with my mom, because it's New York, and at the time I was like 19, so I'm like I don't trust myself at all. But for me being 20, I brought it up to Chloe, and they're like dude, you're 20, like you should be able to go to New York by yourself, but everyone else is able to do it too. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. So I did fly in with my mom just because like she wanted to go do stuff in New York too, but like I was on my own with like some other people the entire time, and I think that was a big like breaking point for me that I needed, because it's like I feel so much more like independent now that I know I was able to do that. Even though I was still like afraid, like that I couldn't do it before.
Yeah. Have you ever like met up people online before that much?
A little bit, but it had always been kind of coincidental. Like I met up with Pikey before Camera Sonora just because we live in the same city, so like it's not that hard to do that. I have an online friend that goes to my college just like randomly, like it just worked out that way.
Yeah, that's been like me as well.
Yeah,
a few people like that.
But besides that, and like the New York trips, not really.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really had anything like that big. Like I haven't travelled that far just to meet like a group. I haven't really done that. Can't really afford to do that, to be honest. But I have met a lot of my online friends, so I'm quite used to it. I mean, like when I moved to London, I've met quite a lot of my friends on Twitter. I've met Chiggy as well. I've met a few people. It's good to get outside your comfort zone like that. If there is going to be, I actually did debate on going to the one. If they did like a New York one again this year, I did debate on it. But VHS still, and it's like gotta like give like your DNA or something to get like the visa to travel over there. And I know like James Pastore was apparently mentioned it, and I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll go. But now like I'm thinking about it, like because it would be very good to get outside my comfort zone, because I haven't been on a plane in a very long time, on my own at least. It's expensive.
It is expensive.
And I can't really afford to do that. So maybe, and also I don't want to give my DNA to America, really.
Yeah,
because you got like your DNA for like weird reasons. It's a bit weird, but yeah, it's good to go to your comfort zone. I mean, I've done that over recently. Like I moved to London like on my own. Well, my parents helped me, but they've helped me quite a lot. My great family members have helped out and stuff, and I lived with my parents, like even in like my bachelor's, because I studied in my city, and I never like lived on my own before. I've never like, you know, it's just like I never like I did go outside my comfort zone, but I wasn't really outside my comfort zone, and like moving like really pushed me outside my comfort zone. And yeah, it's like, especially like living on your own, it's such a bit of a deal breaker, I think, for a lot of people. Some people fuck it up, which is like very understandable. Like everyone makes mistakes. But everyone I knew who went to uni, or like most people who go to uni or college that start living on their own, all have it. They're all messy. They never get anything done. Whereas I already had that experience of getting work done at home, because I was fine. So I knew how to I know how to cook, and I like live on my own, but a lot of people don't, and it's not as hard. It just takes time. But yeah, comfort zones are interesting. It's hard.
We just touched on this a little bit, but while the majority of artists that I've interviewed so far make music as a hobby on their own time, this isn't the only route that people can take with it. Music in an educational environment has always fascinated me, and I got to speak with Dreeks about it when we did their interview last year as you're currently pursuing a PhD degree in music. And this is something that me and you have been able to bond over as well, as I'm currently in my third year as an audio engineering major, and you're currently pursuing your master's, which mostly focuses on sound art installations. So I guess, like, what has your experience been like pursuing music in like a academic environment like that?
It's very weird. I mean, so I like in my like bachelor's, I knew like really studying. I mean, I did all the theoretical. I liked experimenting. I like avant-garde music. I liked it, but I got to the third year, and like I really wanted to like. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and my lecturer who I had at the time, his name is Emmanuel, and he, obviously he's older, and he does that. He does all these things as a job. He does sound installation, field recording, travels to places, and a lot of that stuff's done from like a council commission and like loans. So some of it's like publicly funded art, like art from like taxes, and I like that idea. I like public art, and he sort of opened like everyone's eyes a bit, and my eyes, and yeah, and that's how I got into it. So I only started getting into it a bit later. Yeah, but living in like Bristol, honestly, it was very like there was not that much for me. I'm quite I'm not, even though I'm quite chatty, I'm not really like as chatty in person unless I knew you. Like, I'm not very good with going outside my comfort zone as much like that. And yeah, my experience has been a bit weird because I'm decent at doing installations. I do a little bit of Max MSP. I can do multi-channel stuff. I'm still learning. I'm really into field recording. Like me moving as well. There's like a lot of people that are into it. But honestly, like that stuff is so like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a whole other world of like just, it's not just music, it's just art. And like there are people I study with, some of them are into it. But to me, I feel like I've got more experience with making music and stuff with them. And sometimes it doesn't always like they're off the same, or I don't know. I think mine, like I'm more like, I don't know. It's a bit weird. Like I think a lot of my music I make is quite separate from sound art and things like that. But I've definitely, it's been very interesting. I really want to get into it. It's fun seeing it live. Like it's so, like seeing sound art and stuff is like, it's just so interesting because it's not really just like, it's not like you're going to see a film. It's not like you're going to see like a show. You just go, you show up, and you can just sort of, the public can view it. And I quite like that idea, you know? So I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know if I fully answered it properly, but yeah, it's a weird experience, I think. I mean, I'm tapping more into it. Like I've done a few installations already. They've all been uni projects, and I've really enjoyed it. Like I've got I did one for fun, which did really well, and then I did one last year, which was really fun. I'm doing another one at the moment with my friend. His Twitter is I'll send all the links after the call, but it's like I think it's like Twitter. It's like Serious Setback or something like that, and he does like a lot of photography. He's actually someone else that sort of got me into photography. He didn't know that, but he does like video, and we sort of like collab together on the like on this installation, and I'm like scoring to his visuals, and then it's like in an installation format, and it's like multi-channel, and all of that. So it's like a weird experience, but I have a lot of fun with it. And I don't know many people really in our scene that's into that. I know Pikey is, but
you know, it's a way more niche thing. So I think it's cool that your degree is like focusing on that.
Yeah. Well, it actually isn't. It isn't at all. Actually, that's the funny thing. Like with a master's degree, it is basically just a title of the degree. So I wanted to do sound art, but they cancelled the course, and I had to get me to something else. And they did that as a module. But the things I did, so you can pick anything you want. The things I did I picked things that were related to sound art. You can do anything you want. So some people have done things that have been more like production, like playing instruments and stuff. And I just picked sound, and I just picked all that stuff because that's what I want to do. So yeah, it's not really, it's just a title of it. There's no way to tell. I wanted to have a sound art master's, that'd be great, but I can't. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I wish I did a bit more though, but it's like it takes a lot of time and kind of draining.
I guess for like what are you hoping to do with like a career with your degree? Because that means you want to like do like some sort of audio work like full time.
Honestly, I do not know. Like I genuinely just don't know. I've been winging everything I've been doing. It somehow worked out. I've been quite lucky. My lecturer, like me doing the masters was very last minute. My lecturer mentioned it, and he like mentioned this like few universities and stuff. And I just picked the two that I had options for. Got in. I got into like a really hard university to get into, but I didn't go because I couldn't do it I wanted to do it part time, but they didn't do it part time. So I got in really last minute. I found my accommodation really last minute. So it's still really last minute, and I've just been winging it like the whole time, and somehow it's been working out. I know a few people actually who are into it, but it's one of those things where like people that do it like better than me, and I get a bit like, I get quite a lot of imposter syndrome with like everything I do. So it's just with this stuff, it's like a weird thing.
Yeah, have people at your uni like heard your like non-educational music also? Because I'd imagine that might be kind of weird because it's like a more like niche
Yeah.
sound, I guess, so they might not be as perceptive to it.
Yeah. I've shown stuff. For my projects, I showed a song of Cladonia. It's a presentation. I got lots of some people said, "Oh, this is sick." But I didn't get any negative things. They're like, "Oh my god, that's loud." I've been a bit more comfortable with showing people my music. Like, I have a few friends, like my friends there now, about my music. My lecturers know about my music. So yeah, I have I'm quite open with my music. Some people didn't know actually what I made, and I like sort of showed them, and they're like, "Oh, this is cool." I showed Broken Glass to a few classmates. They liked it. It's kind of hard to explain. I mean, a lot of them are kind of aware of some of these things. I sort of explain it because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna throw around these terminologies that, like, let's be honest, people online use.
Yeah.
So I just say, I've done that and that, and like, I find it quite hard to describe music to like my family members because my family members like my music. Well, let's say like, if I show my family my music, I'm quite open about it. I can understand why people aren't, but I show my some of my family stuff. Yeah.
Ooh, that was another question I had actually, because like, I feel like unfortunately there's a lot of stigma around like people wanting to go like into art as a career. So like, how was your family's reaction to you wanting to go to school for music?
Honestly, surprisingly, very supportive. A lot of people aren't.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get a bit more context. My family are like, they're not art. I'm gonna say maybe my mum, but they like art. Like my dad's all into music. Like they all like these types of things. Not like on a level I like it. Like they like stuff and they're quite open about it. And my sister, who's older than me, basically does film. She works in film, in the film industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that maybe warmed my parents up to me doing music. Because my sister worked in film, she had struggles with it and stuff, and opened my view a little bit and stuff. And yeah, and she did a master. She did the same things as, not really like the things I like, at least, like the same things I like. She did the same thing. She went to university for something, then did the masters and stuff. And I did the same thing, and I think maybe that warmed my parents up. And they're quite supportive. They're very obviously very worried. Like any parent is worried, like, and they're worried about like financial stuff. And, I'm very honest with them. Like my other family members aren't as much, Like my parents and maybe my sister are a bit more open to it compared to some of my other family members. My grandparents, honestly, I don't think they know what I do. Like and that's fine. They saw one of my sound installations, right?
Mm-hmm.
A uni sound installation. They did not know what was going on. Like, bless them, they're like 80, in their 80s. But yeah, I guess they're supportive. Like, I think they know I'm very passionate about it. Yeah, a lot of parents aren't supportive, and that's very understandable. I think I have a bit of a hot take with it. I think I'm going to get killed for this, but I don't think everyone that makes music needs to make a career out of it. I think people that want to do a career out of it, or want it to be a focus of their life, I think it's a very good thing to do. But I think, honestly, let's be honest, like a lot of these things is mainly because of economic situations. There's some countries where people are a bit more better off doing art because they get support from the government. But I think it's fine, not everyone has to do it. And it's quite like a hard thing. Like, I don't know. But I think it's good that everyday people can make music and still work a regular job. It's very hard to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of musicians that do this stuff just have regular jobs, and I think that's fine and stuff. Like, I don't know. It's kind of like sometimes I feel some artists kind of have a bit of a bourgeoisie interpretation of art a little bit. Like I sort of always viewed my music as a bit of a hobby, not really a career. And I think once you start adding like finance stuff to it, or like trying to get popular, I think it sometimes can poison the way you view art.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, you know what I mean, right? So many people nowadays, especially now in the underground, people are so like warped up around statistics. Who's doing what? Who's copying who? Like all this unnecessary industry drama, or like and stuff, or like want to blow up. And you can do that. Like I didn't care, but it's not my thing. I like making music the way I want to make it. But there's lots of financial stresses over it. Like it's very unrealistic for a lot of people. You know, I think it's very hard to be comfortable as an artist, like financially. Like, but that's why I want to do stand up, because I thought maybe it's a bit more realistic to me. You know. But anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, because like the vibe I've got for you is that you never want like AKAJAZY, the project, to like get big. Like that'd be cool, but that's not like your goal per se.
No, not really. No, it's not. I mean, I'm not young. I was like, oh, yeah, it'd be cool, but I'm not really that bothered by it. I mean, I do appreciate people in my music. Like, I really appreciate it, and it is good. This stuff is good for like the stuff I want to do anyway. Like, it's universal skills of chatting to people, but I'm not particularly that bothered about having a career. I've been a musician, really. Like, maybe, I want to be involved in sound art, regardless of what it is. Like, if it's actually doing it, like helping people, it's all interesting to me. I want to do it.
Yeah. Also, it's cool for both of us that all the stuff that we do, like in the scene, kind of serves as a portfolio piece. Also, even though that's not the intention behind it.
Yeah, I never did, but my portfolio CV, I literally have listed most of the ones that have been more popular. I've listed like every project I've done. I've listed all the field recordings I've done for people, because I want to do that as well. I've listed all the sound design and stuff. Like I think it's good to be open about it. You know, I'm a bit awkward about my real name attached to it though. Because I don't want my real name out there for more privacy reasons. It's my way I don't show my face. But yeah, I put all of my credits and stuff. I think it's just experience. Like, even if it might not be in person, I think it's good. It's interesting. I like thinking about it a lot.
Yeah, and like we said about not having to make a career out of it per se, because like even if this never becomes like financially viable for me, like I'd still be doing it because I love doing it. So it's like. And that should always be the real reason you're doing it in the first place. So,
yeah, I think this is like the thing with our generation. Everyone, I think so many people stress about their 20s and their late teens with this stuff. If you don't make it, or you're not getting attention at 20, in your 20s, you're gone. Like you're over. Like you fell off. We're all guilty of it. I've done it a lot. I say I fell off all the time, but it's not true, really. But I mean, I fell off on Twitter. But anyway, that's another thing. But yeah, and I don't know. Like, I think there's people that blow up when they're older. Like, there's so many bands that get discovered later. There's electronic musicians that get more of a resurgence later on, and I think that's fine. So yeah, I think there's lots of stress around it, and I'm not particularly bothered about it. As long as I can survive, I can do what I want to do. Like, I honestly, like, I know about you, but I cannot wait to be 50 and field record. Like, I just can't wait to field record, like, when I'm 50 or like 40. Like,
yeah, I think for me, it's also like, I don't know if I'd ever want this to be like my full-time job, I guess. Like, even if I was able to make money from it, just because like, I feel like I'd want to have a job outside of it, just so that like this is like my escape and not like what I have to do to like survive. I guess, because then you kind of lose what made it fun for you.
Thing is, though, as well, I've got friends around who do that. They just work a regular job. I mean, the problem is the jobs they're doing are more like minimum wage jobs, and they're very like time consuming, and they make you tired. And there's a lot of people who are in these situations where they don't have the energy to commit to art, which is what happens to a lot of people. Like, regular working people don't have the time, the money, the background money to finance their art, or especially in the olden days, I guess, like in the 90s and stuff, like equipment. I think more nowadays people a bit more can get anything they want, and anyone can make anything, which is what I think is great. But yeah, like, I know a lot of people that struggle to finish stuff because they're working, or so there's a bit of a disadvantage. But I don't know. I like the idea that a builder can be a DJ. I like that idea. I think some of us we need people to do jobs, regular jobs. We need that. Like, I mean, not everyone is into art, but we need builders. We need regular working people. Like, we can't all live off art, I think. Yeah. I think there's a bit of people have that interpretation.
I think it's also like people. Everyone wanting to work, like wanting to have their job be like through the internet. Also, like I can't lie, I think I'd be miserable if my job was like right here, and I never had to go anywhere to do it. Cause like at least for me, like I need that. I need to be talking to people and like outside and doing stuff like that. So
yeah, it's just these types of things, right? Like you need like. I don't know. I feel like some people have just different, like especially when you're young. Yeah, I think when you get older and you start working, your interpretation changes. But yeah, I think a lot of people just expect that they can live off art, or I mean, people do live off their art, but you never know. There's a lot of stresses around it. But especially in the UK, like, I mean, I don't want a family really. I don't really care about that crap. It's not really my thing. But if you want to have a family and you want to be a musician in 2026. You're gonna have to get an extra job. Like, you're gonna have to like. It's very expensive. Like,
there's all these things. You just won't see your family that often because you'll be out doing shows and stuff.
And there's also people that don't. I don't know. Like, I mean, if I have to work another job to do this, then fine. I'm gonna have to soldier through it.
I mean, again, like we do it because we love it, and that's why we're here. So
yeah. Even though kind of lately I'm kind of been. Falling out of passion a little bit with it, but
it'll come back. Well, it always comes in waves.
Yeah. I mean, it's just burnout. Just doing a lot of stuff. I'm a completionist, and I have high expectations with things I make. Like, if I make something, I think, oh shit. But everyone's like that. I think I'm jealous of people that could just release music with feeling no pressure.
Yeah. I feel like this past year has been a really big step forward for you in terms of your production. And now that I've become even more familiar with your work through research for this interview, I'm excited to see where you go from here. So, I guess, like, what's next for you going forward? I know you talked about, like, a potential album in the works, so...
I'm releasing, like, clips next week. Maybe it's a bit too big for my, like, boots, whatever that means. That's just a stupid saying. I shouldn't have said that, sorry. Maybe it's a bit too courageous, maybe. But I want to try releasing like clips every month, but not like 20 minutes, nothing like that. Like I'll make them like 9 minutes, 5 minutes, and I kind of want to have like a different focus on them. So I've got like clips coming out in like next week, and it's just like mainly like sound design stuff, like heavy sound design stuff because I want to put stuff out like that. And I'd really see people do that in like clips, so I'm doing that, or like mixtapes or whatever. I don't know. So I've got that out coming next week. And I'm going to compile all of them and put them together. I want to do an album. I'll release my album. I want to play the other EP at some point. I've got like a few songs of people that I'm not going to name. Yeah, I got another Field of Corn project that I finished like 2 years ago, which is way better than the other one. I need to book cut for it, though. They talk about the process. But probably, I don't know, maybe like some short stuff. I've got like that. I want to put out that installation I did when it's finished with my friend. So I want to put that out at some point. I don't know how that works though. Is that like I don't know how Vimeo works. I want to put it on there and So I want to stuff that. Maybe like these all sound like big things. Maybe I'm gonna let things be up to chance though. I'm just gonna let things happen rather than try to be like too stressed out about everything.
Yeah, I think that's the move because, like, at the start of this year, I was thinking, like, because the last song that I put out, I made it in, like, 2 weeks. So I was like, what if I try to drop a song every month because I need to put out more vocal music? But then I was thinking, that's a good goal, but also, if I go into every project file session being like, I need music I can release, that's going to make it not fun for me. So I don't know, but I do just make more of an active effort to like release stuff. So I'm glad that you want to try that with the clips.
Yeah, I mean this year or last year, I mean, see my credits. I put out I had a lot of credits.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, it's a little bit stressful sometimes because I like one thing coming out, then I have another thing coming out, then I've got another thing coming out. It's just like every week there was something new, and it was a bit like it was quite fun actually. I had a lot of fun with it. It's kind of scary though.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's maybe why I got burnt out. But yeah, but then again, like lots of things that happened last year I didn't expect. I was just gonna expect that I was gonna put out the EP. Well, I was gonna expect the Eccodust project came out, the EP, a few beats, and that's it. And maybe like a few other projects, but that's kind of it really. It happens. I mean, I don't really believe in New Year. I think it's all made up.
I mean, I take resolutions pretty seriously personally. That's how I like to work. Yeah.
Like low key, like no offense. I think that's like an American thing. I don't think people really care. Like everyone, like, I swear, every New Year's resolution is like, I need to lose weight. I need to lock in. That's it. Or I need to do something. They never do it. They never do it. Like my dad, right, said, "Oh, I got to lose weight." He's not gonna lose weight because he's eating all the cheese, all the leftover food. Like, it's like that with everyone though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not me though.
Well, my thing, what I found is instead of having a specific goal, because I know I usually won't end up achieving it, instead what I do is I set like a general like personal goal for myself, like be more confident or something like that. Which like sounds like it'd be harder to achieve, but I found that usually I'm able to do whatever it is I'm trying to do. Just because like you kind of just achieve that by being a human being and having experiences.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, I think it's a bit weird, like, because the thing is as well, like, there's nothing, like, New Year is my sister's birthday, so I've always just viewed it like that. So I forgot to say New Year, really. But anyway, like, I don't know, like, I think as well, like, I usually base it more off areas of your life. Because there could be, like, a whole area of your life, or, like, a moment in your life that will go over the year, or whatever, like, for example, like you in university, that's like a whole area of your life. You move on from that, and that's another area of. I don't know why people don't reflect on those. People do, but I don't know. I don't think the number year really changes it. Apart from that, time's going forward, and
I don't know.
And maybe
it doesn't, but to me, it helps with the mindset of like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I view every year as like a chapter, and you don't know how those pages are gonna be filled. Like this is the first interview I'm doing in 2026. I have no idea how this year is gonna play out for me, like whatsoever. So it's just kind of
you never know
to have like a goal of like, okay, this year I'm gonna do this thing, and all the stuff from the other years also carries over into this year.
Yeah, I think that as an artist, that thing is a thing. Like I think, like especially like releasing like years when you like think of it, you do sort of reflect on what you released in that year. Like I found it really funny. Like when I put out like the Eccodust project, like that end of 2024, I had some music coming out. Like a week before Eccodust, I had like a split EP. No, I had a remix EP, and then a few days before I had a split because I wanted to get everything out before the Eccodust dropped, and then I didn't drop for a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Like as a musician, though, I think it's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna do this and this year and stuff. But maybe it makes sense. But like in general, I don't really do New Year. It's 2028. You know, like it's not 2026. So.
Yeah, actually, I guess because it is the first interview that I've like done this year. It's not the first one that's come out. It's the first one that I've recorded in 2026. Is there anything that you want to like manifest for yourself this year, or maybe it's not like a plan, but you're just like, you know, I'd like to do this. It'd be cool, or I'd like this to happen.
Kind of, but no, I don't know. Like, I just want to be. Maybe like I just need to sort of change something about the way I do stuff. I think that's kind of like the one thing. Maybe like a little bit of change. Yeah, drink more tea, something like that. But I mean, like last year, though, I had like a lot of things happen to me that I did not know what was going to happen. Actually, I was kind of like, and sort of feels very good for that stuff. But so like maybe like some other things like that, sort of like some comfort zone breakers. I don't know. Interesting, huh?
Yeah. Well, hopefully both of us have a great 2026. And as the episode comes to a close, is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to?
I was actually gonna like list like 100 people and read them all out, but I haven't done that. So I want to shout you for doing the interview.
Thank you.
I want to shout everyone in Folklore. We didn't talk about Folklore, but that's fine. Everyone in Folklore.
Well, I brought it up at one point.
Yeah, a little bit. People in Resonance. Kind of everyone in our circle. Just shout everyone. Shout most of my family members. Shout most of my friends. And shout, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Shout. I'm not gonna shout out people. I'm not shouting out anyone. People say that, I don't know. I'm not shouting out anyone's name. Shout Moth. I already said him, didn't I? Shout, shout everyone. Shout Orteas, actually. She's cool.
True.
Shout Chloe. Shout Isaac. Shout all of them. Shout my counselor. She's cool. Shout the cat near me. You know, all those people. Everyone. Every single person. Apart from like bad people. Yeah, shout everyone.
All right. Well, shout out all those people, and shout out AKAJAZY. Thank you so much for doing this. Had a lot of fun. This is gonna end up being one of my longest interviews ever. Not the longest, but one of the longest.
Yeah.
So
2 hours, 3 hours.
It's the raw recording is a little over 3 hours, so it's not gonna be fun to edit, but it'll be fun to listen back to.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
No, I had a lot of fun.
I chat so much. I'm sorry. I'm
okay.
really happy I did this interview. I had a lot of things to get off my chest, actually, because those are things I wanted to say that I kind of like kept to myself. That I didn't. No. Anyway, shout out everyone though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of the links will be in the description down below. So if you're all the way at the end of the interview and you weren't tapped in with them for whatever reason, please go do that. That's GOAT. I'll also have 3 of my favorite songs by them in the playlist for Hidden Driveway that are on Spotify and SoundCloud. So if you want an intro to what they do, that'll be there too. And I know it's been a 3-hour long interview, but is there anything else that you'd like to say if you haven't already said it?
I can't really see that tower anymore. I can only see the lights.
Well, that's good.
That's what I wanted to say.
I mean, that shows the passage of time. And I'll just put this in here because I meant to say it earlier and I forgot. But thank you for helping me out with Max MSP this semester. That was last semester now. That was very, very appreciated.
Okay, that's no. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really bad at it. But yeah.
But I mean, you were able to help me out when I needed it. And which is, comes from us both having the academic background in it. So,
yeah.
Big thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, I'm Amu. This has been the Hidden Driveway Show. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.